And we're live.
Welcome back to another glorious session of the Gilded Dice, where we play through the Storm King's Thunder, as shown by this book here. So, the adventurers last session continued on their journey to the Eye of the Allfather. It's a temple erected in the mountains of the Spine of the Worlds, where they seek to commune with the deity of the giants to find out what is going on with the giants and why they're rampaging through the lands of Faerun. You guys journey through the mountains, besting frigid snowstorms and ruining all the DM's plans. You find yourselves now on a icy plateau, battling an abominable snow Yeti. Your companion Harshnag, the giant, had thrown you over this chasm and landing you in this lair of the Yeti, while Harshnag now climbs down the chasm to get up the other side. In the current states, you have slain the Yeti's child. Lorbane is on top of him, strangling it. Rhogadar has stabbed it with his glaive. Cortionn, their newest member, has fallen already. Not doing very good at oppressing his companions of TORC.
I got dragged into this. There was rope around me.
I tried to warn him.
I forgot. You guys were all tied together. And
We're all tied
pulled you up.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to continue this battle. The top of the turn order is Zaya, Glitterlocks.
Okay. Now, question again. If I heal him, he will be stabilized and regain HP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that before anything else.
All right. Go for it.
I'm going to do it at level 3.
When the bard keeps your cleric alive.
You know you have problems.
Wait.
Talk to your gods. I'm not
That's
gonna
not all. Hold on. So that's a 6, but I'm also gonna roll 2 additional. I think it's D4s. Yes, plus 2 D4s. Oh wow. Oh, I got to roll 1. Wait, can I re-roll that?
Why would you have to read?
Because I have my my bard something bardic. If I roll 1 an attack roll, ability check, or saving throws is what I mean.
No, it is not.
Damn it. Okay, well at least I have that. Okay.
I'll take it.
So Zaya
9.
picks up some snow, packs it into a snowball, and just her divine energy just throws it at Cortionn, smacks you in the head. Your bald head, Cortionn, and the healing energy absorbs into your body.
It's actually a healing word, so I would say, I throw a snowball at you, and you will heal. And then
And as it cracks open, it says exactly that.
Alright, so you for 9 points of damage. You are prone next to the dead Yeti, and this abominable one just towers over top of you.
And I am also going to do something else, which is probably a dissonant whispers.
Alright. So DC against wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
17.
So he makes it. So nothing happens,
Alright.
and I wasted my turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go hide a little bit behind that right here.
Alright.
Protect myself.
Sounds good. Lucius.
Alright, since my first target has reached 0 HP, I use my bonus action to move my hex to the big one,
Perfect.
and then fire 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast.
Hits and misses.
15 points of damage altogether.
Nice.
And then I stand my ground.
Alright. It's the Yeti's turn. It now roars, an abominable roar that echoes throughout the mountaintops. Moves in closer to you guys.
Oh no.
I know.
Uh,
Your poor 9 HP.
But as it follows the attack of Lucius as the bolt strikes it in the chest. It looks up at you, Lucius. from where you're standing and gazes upon you. A chilling gaze of sorts. Actually, you're too far for like chilling gaze.
Yeah, I'm actually like 120 feet away.
Yeah, I figured. He looks at Wolverbane, who's strangling his child, and looks down upon you, Wolverbane.
He already used it.
Yes, he did. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want you to be chilly, Wolverine.
Yeah, you feel your bones kind of constrict as it feels like your ice is coating your bones themselves, but you shake it off. But then it smacks you with one of its claws. 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Doing 12 points of slashing damage. Plus 4.
I'm raging.
Okay. Plus 4 points of cold damage, as it leaves an icy trail behind.
16 total, reduced to 8.
Correct. It also now swings around with its other hand towards Rhogadar. 28 to hit.
I think so.
16 slashing, 4 points of cold, so total 20.
Oh, please stay standing. I can heal all of you guys.
Don't worry, Cortion's up. He'll heal.
Don't worry, guys.
Well,
I got this.
we should have asked this guy for proofs, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't see my cleric card.
We didn't.
Yeah, I want to back up a bit, but I'm going to. Am I in range that I'll get opportunity attacked if I move?
Yeah, it's just not your turn yet.
Oh.
Wolverbane. Getting smoked by this big giant claw. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit it back. With my rage, I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Alright.
Twice.
Alright.
Spread axe rage.
Hits. Hits. You get the advantage. 15?
Yeah.
Alright. Hits.
I gotta re-roll the 2 because I have Great Weapon Master. So 17 for the first hit, and 10, so 27 total.
27 points.
Yep.
Alright, you just start going recklessly, just slashing giant chunks of Yeti fur off his body, exposing its fleshy underbelly, which is kind of like this raw bluish color as you start tearing into its flesh. Rhogadar.
I would like to attack him twice.
Of course. And it's
10 and 8, and then I'm going to use a second wind for my bonus action.
Okay.
Healing 11.
Perfect. Alright, Cortionn. Your new companions battle the abominable Yeti in front of you. What do you do?
He is in range if I try to move back. He's gonna get the opportunity on me.
Yes, he's 35 feet.
I just want to say before, sorry, but last game I inspired you. Was that in this fight that I had done that, or was it prior to this fight?
I don't know. I don't think it was this day.
It wasn't. Okay, perfect. So then you don't have it anymore.
But I'm thinking of doing Ray of Enfeeblement on him. Do you guys think that's a good idea?
Are you asking us in game or?
Guys, do you think Ray of Enfeeblement?
I do not know what that is.
What do you think about Ray of Enfeeblement? I do like the idea. I think he's taken some. He's giving you guys some slashies, so I think I'm gonna hit him with Ray of Enfeeblement.
All right, it's a ranged attack roll. Do they get disadvantage on spell range attack rolls as well? If you're within 5 feet.
I do.
If it's a ranged attack roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you spend half your movement speed to stand up because you're still prone.
Right. Yep.
And then you're going to attack him with Ray of Enfeeblement. All right.
And I meant to put that. I meant to do something else. I was expecting that to do something more.
Sure. So make a standard range attack spell then. Twice.
There's a checkbox in the spell to have it, or a drop down to make it show the attack instead of the description.
Sorry, guys.
Just for future reference.
Gotcha. Like that.
Yes.
Like that.
With disadvantage, but you still hit him.
Perfect. And for my, I guess, bonus action, fuck.
All right, so you basically black energy springs from Cortionn and wraps itself around the claws of the Yeti, weakening him, and he's going to be weakened, half damage with his claws. It's pretty good.
And I don't think I'm gonna move because I'm too afraid he's gonna slash me.
He only deals. Oh yeah.
He only deals what? Sorry?
Only half damage, right? Don't worry.
Yeah, half damage.
You have 9 HP.
This 9 HP has got me worried.
All right, Saya, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn again? Okay, so I will...
Sorry, Cortionn, you got to peace out for a sec?
Yeah, I gotta be back in like 20 minutes.
Copy that.
Okay.
Trying to keep you alive!
Good luck.
Please. Thank you.
All right, Saya, go ahead.
I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon, my flail,
All right.
on the beast.
Okay.
26
That
to hit.
hits. Yeah.
Yes! For a wonderful 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then... I'm gonna do a vicious mockery as well on him.
All right, another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, just 15 again.
Fails horribly.
So he takes 5 points of damage and has disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes before the end of it.
Wow. Okay. So not only is he enfeebled, he's disadvantaged on attack rolls. He is. That's something.
I love having debuffers on the team.
All right, Lucius, go ahead.
All right, same thing as always.
So much fun.
Ooh, did that first one hit?
First one misses.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, second one's a crit at least.
Yeah, makes up for it.
And I get to double the hex damage as well. So, 22, 28, 30 points of damage with one hit.
Really? Wow.
all right, 30 points of damage. All right, you blast him with you miss your first shot. You realign yourself, just put everything you've got into this one. And you just blast. It just it goes right through him. You see the blades go right through the other side as it pierces kind of the lower abdomen of this abominable Yeti, and it screeches. It just roars, very, very loud.
Not so abominable.
It looks super, super weak. In his attempt to survive a little longer, you start to see the cold energy form around its mouth again as it takes a nice deep breath. But the attack has just winded it as the beam shoots through its gut, taking out all its energy. It subsides as the cold breath kind of dissipates. It looks at you, Lower Bane again. Make another Constitution saving throw.
What's that red dot above me?
You use reckless attack, so you get advantage against you.
Natural 20.
All right. It's going to attack you with its claw, but it has disadvantage from the dissonant whisper, and it has half damage. 23 to hits.
It would have normal, not just disadvantage, because I have
Right.
things have advantage on me. He has disadvantages.
Right.
So is it
So
still
normal, 30 to hits.
That hits.
Doing
I see how it
14.
hits you.
It does 8 points of damage total.
Okay.
As you see the enfeeblement wrap around its claws, kind of holds it back a bit. And it strikes again at Rhogadar as well. With disadvantage, 15 to hit.
Just the first attack,
Just the first attack? Just the one.
So hitting for 15.
Sorry, 15 hits?
No, 15 misses.
Oh, okay. You nimbly dodge out of the way. Yeti looks pissed. It looks dying. Wolverine.
This is actually another baby. There's another mother coming.
You get a baby?
They keep getting bigger until somebody dies.
No, this is the mother. Now the father comes next.
Double attack, great axe, straight for the ankles, chop its feet off.
That hits.
20.
That also hits.
10. 27 again. 227 damage in a row.
Alright. Yeah, standing upon the dead baby of this bomb. How do you want to do it?
Oh!
Well, I want. Okay, first I take out its ankles.
Yeah. One ankle, second ankle falls to
it
its
falls,
knees.
and then I'm gonna chop its arms off because I said I was gonna do it.
You reach up with one, you kind of lob with one upwards, pop off its right arm. It looks at you, it starts to swing with its left claw. The enfeeblement from Cortionn holds it back just slightly, just slows him down a bit, allowing you to catch that arm. You pop it off. These two large arms into the snow. As it stares upon you, Wolverbane, it lets out a mighty, mighty roar. Louder than you have ever heard a Yeti, although you've only met the Yeti, make in its time. It just roars. It causes all of you to shake in the moments. You feel the ground around you vibrate. The snow itself kicks up off the ground just from the sheer energy of it. How do you want to finish him, Wolverine? As he now kneels there before you with no arms, letting out biggest roar you've ever encountered.
Just an uppercut cleave with the axe, straight up his face.
You sever it right down the middle of his neck, right up his jaw, and you just split his head in half. He falls back, slumps, and dies beside his or hers. You don't really know. Kid.
Right. Sounds cold.
Oh, it's not a cold day. So just a reminder, as you guys were coming down the mountain last session before you cross this chasm, Harshnag had pointed out the Eye of the Allfather, the temple itself, a smaller mountain surrounded by a larger mountain range that you are now currently coming down. It almost serves as creates a moat of a chasm around the Eye of the Allfather itself, and one large causeway, a bridge, connects the mountain that you currently are on with the mountain that it stands in. Still further down the mountain as you were making your way down. And currently there's no sign of Harshnag, as he still seems to be either climbing down or climbing up the chasm that you had crossed. Make perception checks.
All this?
Those of you who are now kind of gathered around these guys' bodies. Okay.
Rhogadar is looking at the snow as usual.
Cortionn stands up and says, "Well, I didn't know what I signed up with you for. I didn't know what I signed up for when I joined you guys. But you're all pretty good fighters." Looks at you, Zion, and says, "I know I'm the cleric here, but I appreciate your healing."
Don't worry, I'm here for backup.
As you approach each other, you, Lucius, Zaya, and Wolverbane, you're noticing that the echo of this abominable voice, the shout, still rings throughout the air. It's just bouncing around the mountaintops around you.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, I feel like I was gonna actually...
Sorry, I was setting something up. The sound of the abominable Yeti's shout continues to echo throughout the mountain range itself, as it was so powerful, it just echoes everywhere. It was just super powerful. Sorry,
We need to hide.
I take my axe and I cut open the guts of the big mama Yeti, and I say, "It's warm. We can hide in here."
All right.
I head for the nearest. Are these sort of like snow overcroppings? Or
Yeah, they're kind of like sheer icicles, like sheer piece of rock that are jutting out of the ground.
Yeah, like are they like tall enough that we could go underneath them?
Yeah. You can definitely find a place to hide.
Okay, I want to find the nearest one, and I'm just gonna get in,
All right.
and I'll motion for the others to do the same.
Lucius, look, it's steaming. Look how warm it is.
You're welcome to hide in there if you wish. I will take my chances over here.
What are the odds that this Yeti has a cave around here that we could hide in?
As you say that, and you guys kind of look around for a cave and just listen to Wolverbane's banter, you look upwards and you see from the mountaintop that you have come down from a large plume of what appears to be white, like a giant, large white cloud is rapidly descending down from the mountaintop.
I'm hiding.
I'm going and hiding with Lucius.
I'm jumping inside the
Can we go inside the cave?
Yeti's guts.
You see it rushing down like a wave. A massive tidal wave of snow is now rapidly approaching you guys.
Oh, it's an avalanche.
I pulled
crap.
Cortionn in with me.
No, I follow them.
So you look around to see if there's a cave. The abominable Yeti did not reside in a cave of any sorts, just under one of these outcroppings. But
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
years of untouched snow now comes upon you guys. You have about 20 seconds before the stuff hits you. You
I
guys do.
pulled Cortionn in with myself and Lucius. Just
I go to them.
Yeah, I'm following behind the outcropping.
All right.
Just in case, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis.
I cast my tiny hut. I don't know if that's gonna help, but I do it.
All right. Create the tiny huts.
It takes a minute, but I'm still gonna do it.
Okay. You have. All right. You start casting it as fast as you can. So you guys are behind a rocky outcropping. As you can hear now just the wave of stone, rock, and rubble, and just thousands upon thousands of tons of snow now approach you guys.
Can I cast something? Sorry, I am back.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm gonna cast Stone Shape to transmute like a roof of stone over top of it.
Oh, that's good. All right. Does it take a casting time or anything? You just do it.
It's one action. It doesn't say how long it takes to cast.
So just an action.
And I just touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, and I can like shape it into whatever I like.
Sweet.
All right.
So does it take more than a minute to cast?
All right. So just before this avalanche approaches you guys, Cortionn reaches forward and forms a dome that kind of just arcs over you guys of just stone. And in that moment, you hear a giant crash as now everything goes white. You suddenly can't see anything, and you are just battered by snow, rock, and debris.
So I didn't have time to cast it?
No, it was upon you guys very quick. All right, where's my music? Here we go.
So we're in the snow? We're inside the snow now?
All right. Okay, so this is how this is gonna work. I need everyone to make a quick initiative roll.
We're fighting the snow.
All right, 19 for Lucius. 12 for Zaya, Cortionn. What you got? 16. Rhogadar, 8. 17. Okay, cool. Alright. The rocky outcropping and Cortionn's stone-shaped dome is enough to stay the avalanche for 1 round. It doesn't sweep you guys up, but it begins to collect around you. The snow begins to through and find its way to your feet. It's rushing past you very, very quick. So
I'm still casting it. Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it matters.
But we're up on like a plateau. So is all the snow being like going over the edge down into a chasm?
It's just driving down from around you. Like you guys are surrounded by mountain.
We went underneath to hide. We're not on top of it.
No, you guys are underneath. But as the snow begins to collect around you, you're not sure it's going to serve the purpose. But you know what? Makes you allows you guys to survive 1 round of this thing, which is not bad. As the right here, the avalanche doesn't seem to be letting up any at all.
I want to.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so an action is immediate, right? If something casts an action.
Yeah, 6 seconds, the most.
I just want to cast Speak with Animals, and start speaking in eagle language. You know?
All right. That's fine. Yes. Okay, so the
eagles will save us.
The avalanche starts to crash through and starts to pick up around you guys. I need everyone to make strength saving throws.
Am I still in the process of casting my thing?
Yeah, you're still in the process.
So do I still cast this?
No, this one.
I get advantage.
As Warbane's too focused on shouting out,
I get advantage.
Are you still raging?
Are you still raging? You haven't attacked or taken damage.
This is like really quick, right?
There was at least 20 seconds, and it's per round, right? You said we had like 20 seconds before it came.
Okay.
Only 20 seconds, or was it like 45 after all?
Cortionn, of course, with his 8. And Zaya.
Oh, do I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Saving throw?
Yeah, strength saving throw. Alright, as Wolverbane is focused on channeling his energy to call out to the birds of the north, doesn't ready himself for the blast of snow that comes sweeping around, kicks up and pulls the feet from underneath you, Wolverbane, as you plummet and you start you fall and tumble into the snow, and it pulls you down the mountain. I'm gonna switch cameras here. Switch maps here real quick. Cortionn, just in your heavy armor, are unable to plant your feet as well. A little wounded and exhausted from your treks here, you also get pulled down the mountain.
Can't catch a break, this guy.
All right. So I'm gonna say these are your fellow companions up here. So these are all right. Sorry. Cortionn and Wolverbane get pulled out and start being dragged down the mountain, as you now are just surfing and tumbling within the wave of snow itself. Lucius, you hold on for dear life as you watch as Wolverbane and Cortionn get whisked away from you. Is there anything you wanted to do? Or how much you can do?
I just want to like hold on to the nearby stone and stand firm.
All right, make a athletics check. As you look for something to grab on, and you steel yourself. You hold on hard, grabbing for whatever you can. All right. Wolverbane, you are tumbling down the snowy embankment, just plummeting and taking damage galore. You suffer 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and as you tumble, you're caught with a layer of snow covers you. You are blanketed deep within a boat. You're not sure how deep you are, but snow covers over top of you. You can't see, you can't hear. You can feel your breath escaping you as you're tumbling, trying to find a way up.
I struggle as best I can to swim in whatever direction I think up is.
Make an athletics check. Saving throw. I'm making an athletics check. You swing around, and you manage to find it. You see sunlight for a second. You pull your hand up, and you pull yourself up on top of the snow as it drags you down. But you are able to get out, and you feel your breath come back to you, so you're not drowning. Cortionn, same thing for you. You find yourself blanketed by snow, and you feel your breath escaping you. Make an athletics check.
Can I try and find him?
Sure. Yeah.
See if I can see him.
Yeah. Make a quick perception. With the snow kicking up everywhere, making it very hard. You see him further down from you, but you can't quite make out. You see a glimmer of his armor before he's pulled back under the snow.
Somebody cast Hunter's... Oh, we don't have the range anymore.
Cortionn, that's at 6. You're muted. You're muted.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god. You didn't hear my first what I said. Oh.
All right. You find your breath escaping you. You suck in a bunch of air as you get hit by a rock. Oh, by the way, you also take shit. You've taken 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm knocked out again.
Oh
All right.
no!
You start plummeting and in the snow. Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good. Zaya.
Am I still able to try to? The snow is about to go over
It's
us?
everywhere. As the snow has wrapped around. It's basically coming around now and just pulling everything down. All the rocks around you are being pulled off. This is a powerful.
And it hasn't been. My casting is not bad.
You're finding it very hard to concentrate amidst an avalanche.
I grab onto Rhogadar
Onto Rhogadar, okay. Alright.
because I don't know what else to do.
Rhogadar, she grabs onto you.
Do I need to do a dex check?
Me now?
Yeah.
Well, I will try and position myself to help better Zaya grab onto me, and I just brace myself against the stone wall.
Alright.
It's too late, right?
You make the athletic up.
Athletics?
Strength athletics check. As you
And
you grab on a piece of rock too, next to Lucius with Zaya hold.
I say goodbye.
No, I mean, not quite yet. Now you guys do. Alright. Those of you at the top, Lucius, Zaya, and Rhogadar, the snow continues to bellow through, and you feel the stonework around you start being torn apart, just cracking around you. The dome that Cortionn had created, it's a concentration spell, I presume. It tumbles around you as well, as Cortionn has gone unconscious, and good indicator that he is out of the fray. I need you guys to make strength saving throws.
Everybody?
The guys at the top.
21.
Do I have to do it too? Although I'm holding, yeah.
Yeah.
DM, can you refresh roll 20?
Yep, will do. Lucius, can you get a strength saving throw? And Zaya, you're holding on to Rhogadar, who manages to somehow keep his footing with you wrapped around his leg.
So, do I need to do it or?
No, I mean, unless you want to hold. Yeah, you can if you want.
No, I don't want to.
Lucius, yeah, you're okay. So even though the stonework you're holding on to it breaks away, you manage to hold your footing at the top of the mountain. Alright,
I see you guys now.
Alright, Lucius and Wolverbane. What do you get? Basically, what do did the rest of you guys do? So you're all now standing at the top. Rhogadar, Lucius, you managed to hold your footing. Wolverbane, you're still tumbling down the mountain.
I'm kind of just like arms on top, being pulled down kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can I try and head in the direction of Cortionn?
Yeah.
Swim or surf on top or whatever.
Sure, make an athletics or acrobatics check as you swim towards Cortionn.
Is the avalanche still going?
Oh, it's still going.
Okay.
14.
You got a 14?
Sorry, I was focusing on trying to get the cameras good. Am I okay? Lucius is
You're
okay?
fine, yeah. The
Okay.
three of you at the top are okay.
Okay, cool.
Cortionn is not okay though.
He's gonna take.
Bleeding guy.
He's gonna lose two saving throws every round.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
crit damage, right?
All right.
Only attacks. There's no such thing as like crit normal damage.
Oh, okay. That's good.
All right, you guys tumble down the mountain floor. You start swimming and surfing. Cortionn, make a perception check to see if you know where he is.
Me?
Yeah. He's under snow right now. All right. You managed to. What's your movement speed, Wolverine?
Sorry?
What's your movement speed?
40. But I have that nippling of haste.
Yeah. Yeah,
40,
exactly.
40.
You managed to swim down. You're frantically looking for Cortionn at this point. I don't see him at all. Cortionn, who is
I am on my ass. We get a request from the audience to turn down the ambient sound.
Oh, yes. Let me go ahead and do that. Too much ambience. Okay. Cortionn, make a death saving throw.
Was that bad?
Like
I
that?
don't know.
Like
It's
that
not
one?
great.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
not great.
It seemed like you rolled it before he asked you, though.
Yeah. Practice roll.
You rolled off the field. Doesn't count.
It can be worse than a 9, though. It could be a 1. So,
what-
do you
what's
want to
your-
risk it?
Yeah.
But what were you rolling for? Because he didn't ask you yet.
I'm just testing my dice.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay, sure. But we're gonna go with 9 to make one death saving throw. Rhogadar, Zaya, Lucius, are you guys gonna do anything this round?
I have nothing in my repertoire that could help these people.
Alright, make it,
So I feel like all Lucius would do is just try to hold his ground.
alright, make another strength
Athletics?
check to make sure you hold on.
Yeah. Rhogadar is making sure Zaya doesn't
Oh,
go
not
tumbling
a
down
strength
and trying not to
save.
tumble down.
I'm gonna also inspire Rhogadar.
Alright.
My luck had to run out eventually.
Alright.
Did I get inspired?
Yeah,
Is it a D8 or D6?
D8.
Where'd you go?
Wait, I
Oh,
probably have
13.
something.
Back in 5 minutes, guys.
Do I say goodbye as well now?
We'll find out. So basically, essentially, we're checking to see if you're able to hold on. If you're able to hold on, you'll have advantage on the wave of snow that smacks you guys.
Oh, I see.
So each at the top of every round. Zaya, what are you doing? Are you gonna hold on to?
I
You hold on to
inspire-
Rhogadar?
Well, I mean, is that the same turn?
Or roll to? Nope.
Yes,
It's it.
I hold on to Rhogadar and I inspire Rhogadar.
All right. As the wave of snow doesn't seem to be letting up too much, it crashes again with another big wave of snow, pummeling Zaya, Rhogadar, Lucius, and Wolverbane. I need you guys to make strength saving throws.
Me too?
Everybody.
Dang. Wait, do we get advantage on these since we're holding on?
Oh!
You failed the holds. So
Oh, I failed.
the summer cracks.
No, you have inspiration!
I used it to try and hold.
Yeah. All right, Rhogadar, make your strength save.
Well, I'm
I did 11.
Oh, 11.
No advantage.
+1. Oh no, you had to use that.
With Zaya. Lucius, you manage to somehow snag your foot into something. As you feel yourself being pulled away, your foot catches, and you hold yourself up somehow, almost breaking your leg as it tries to sweep you down. Rhogadar and Zaya, you guys take a tumble. And you begin to with Zaya.
I'm holding
Okay.
well to Rhogadar though, that's
All
for
right.
sure.
Question, I'm gonna give it a go. As I'm falling away, can I send coils to Lucius?
Sure. You just kind of reach out your hand and coils unravels and flies towards Lucius. Lucius, you reach up and you try to grab something. You grab a snake that's flying around. You pull yourself up somehow. You maintain yourself in the outcropping. Zaya, make a strength check to hold onto Rhogadar.
And if I notice Zaya's going with me, can I grab her?
Sure, with advantage. Then make the strength check with advantage as Rhogadar wraps his arms around you, or tries to.
Oh, I make a strength. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you.
was.
Yeah, you're falling down with Rhogadar
Okay.
with advantage. She slips out of your grasp, but falls only about 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
But I was holding on so well before. Not so bad.
Yeah, and you both suffer. You both suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you now plummet. You tumble down.
Still conscious, thank goodness.
Wolverbane, did you make your strength saving throw?
Wolverbane is AFK at the moment.
All right, I'll make it for him. Yeah, he manages to steady himself with a braces himself, and just smashes head first into the wave of snow that hits him again. But he stands strong. All right, which point, as you guys tumble down the mountain, a tide of snow covers you. I need everyone that's under snow, which is Zaya and Rhogadar, to make Constitution saving throws. You guys manage to fight your way out of the snow, out of the layer that coats you, and you find yourself now surfing down the top. Your breath is still with you, but you are sliding down the mountain. And we're back to...
It's not our turn. Oh, it's not our turn right now.
No,
Okay.
that's just the one round. And finally, Cortionn, who's unconscious, somewhere in the mountain, make a death saving throw.
Please, Calvor,
Calvor.
give me the strength.
Oh my gosh,
Fine.
this is not funny. This
do
is
you want
so bad.
All right.
I mean, the other one was supposed to be an 18. I saw that.
Yeah,
Misroll.
it was 2 9s combined.
As you guys are surfing down the side of the mountain, it sounds like the avalanche is letting up just a little bit. There sounds to be like a small break in the snow that's following. But you look up, you still see a giant wave coming down behind it, but there seems to be a break, a moment of respite of sorts. However, you guys still slide down the mountain for a bit. We need to get that done. Rhogadar rolls
That's more
5.
deadly.
Zaya.
I mean, I'm light, I'm small, I don't tumble as much.
I like how I've scrolled down enough on the screen that I no longer see Lucius up at the top.
Yeah. All right. Top of the rounds. What do you guys want to do? Everyone has a little. Well, first of all, Lucius, what do you do? I presume you hold on tight again.
Yeah,
Give
I'm
it to me.
just
Strength check. As you're looking
Looking
for
out.
something else to hold on to now.
looking out for number 1.
All right.
Oh jeez, it gets worse every time.
Party!
All right. Again, there's a kind of a break in the snow. The wave that usually comes crashing against you guys doesn't seem to happen, but you know another larger one coming. So you guys tumble for a bit and then stop. You guys, your movement stops for a second. Zaya and Rhogadar, you can see Wolverbane just off to the distance a bit, and Wolverbane is now frantically searching around. He shouts out and into the earpiece, "Cortionn! Cortionn's He's under the snow. And he,
snow.
He frantically searches for Cortionn.
So is this a little bit of a respite right now?
Yeah, exactly. You guys have stopped sliding down. You can see each other.
I want to do something.
All right.
Since he's a cleric, I'm gonna assume that he's carrying something magical, or that he has some spirit around him. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if I feel any arcane presence
Okay.
in the area. See if I can figure out.
Do you have like detect magic spell of some sorts, or just you just want to make an Arcana check?
I am making up.
It's a little iffy.
Okay.
I mean, there's spells for that kind of. To detect magic objects and such.
So, okay, I gotta start.
But you guys are feel free to make perception checks if you want to.
I will do that
Hey,
instead.
Rhogadar, you guys say something?
Okay. What I would want to do is I want to. Am I on top of the snow right now?
You
Or
guys
am
are
I?
kind of like half buried. You guys clawed your way out of the layer of snow that covered you. But you're able to get on top.
Okay, so I try and climb on top.
Mhm.
I want to grab Zaya
Yeah.
and try and get over to Wolverbane.
Okay.
And once I'm at Wolverbane, I want to take a glaive start trying to dig myself in to brace for the next one.
All right. As Zaya, Rhogadar starts dragging you guys, you're gonna have to use half your movement speed to get out of the snow.
Yep.
Zaya, you spot just like out of a movie. You see kind of just poking out of the snow, just a dome of a mace, a strange metal mace just poking out, and it gleams a bit in the sunlight. You seem to found Cork.
I point and I start dragging myself in that direction.
All right, so you can move half your movement speed towards Cortionn.
And as I'm pointing, I will also say, "The mace there!" As I'm
All right.
Okay, when I hear her say that, I go towards.
Yeah.
I go side to Cortionn.
And Wolverbane also heads over. Dashes over.
Better make it.
Dashes over to Cortionn. But has to use his movement speed, has to use his action to dash. When you guys are moving, go ahead, closer. We're alt.
Are these 10-foot squares?
Yes.
Alright,
Rhogadar's
so
carrying me.
yeah.
So I'll go wherever you go.
So if I dash, I used half to climb out, so
Yeah.
I'd end up there.
Okay. All right. At which point, you see the snow around you. The avalanche is picked up again. Once again, it's now coming down for a nice strong wave. Are you guys ready for that? I need everyone that's standing on the snow to make their strength saving throws.
16.
Yeah. You brace yourself, put your glaive into the snow, and you hold up against it, and you just get battered. But you stand strong.
Ah! Is that? Wait, I can use something on this. I think.
Lucius as well.
I mean, I would have tried
Saving
to protect
throw!
Zaya as best I could.
I can reroll because I'm a halfling. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. 7. Woohoo!
And okay, Wolverine,
Alright. I caught up to him. Do I know he's there?
your mic is out. Up.
No, it's not that it's muted. It's that.
Okay.
Yeah, so Zaya spotted Cortian's mace dome just poking on the snow, but another wave of snow is hitting you guys. And
I want to dig down or just like shove my hand down and feel for him and try and grab onto something.
yeah, but make a strength saving throw first, as the snow batters you guys with another wave. Okay.
You're
So
dead,
you
and I'm
you stand strong. And Rhogadar, you said you were protecting Zaya though, right?
Yeah, I was, I'd carried her with me to that point.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make
I
a,
have her sort of under me.
all right, make another throw at Zaya for advantage. As Rhogadar reaches out and grabs you, tries to reach out and hold you back. Go for it. Your feet sweep out, but Rhogadar grabs you by your ball-shaped clothing before you start rolling down the mountain. He grabs you, pulls you back towards himself. All right. And Lucius, You manage to hold your footing, but you slip about 10 feet. But you don't get dragged down. Yet. And Cortionn, I need you to make another death saving throw.
And I'm just like holding on to Coils. Like,
So this
why did he say Coils to me?
Because I know where Coils is. So
Yeah.
Wait, don't. This is, you have 2 death saving throws, right?
Yes.
I mean, like I failed to.
Yeah, so if you fail one more, you're dead.
You're
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
You're permanent.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, the second session with Cortionn.
No!
Or third, I guess.
Yeah, you
Oh, no.
Ready?
We
You
could.
ready for this? I got a
There-
50-50 chance. Of
There has to be like you're what's called a grave cleric, right? You have to
Yeah.
have
Wait,
some kind
was
of
there a way to
bounce
hold an
back from
action
death.
on my turn?
Well,
Does
yeah, you-
Harshnag somehow know like a raise dead spell or something?
Look at his face.
We'll have come all this way with this stupid cleric that we needed.
This is
Only
when
to
the
have him
eagles
Die
need to come
in
and
an
save us.
avalanche.
Oh no!
We have to go all the way back.
To get a short rest.
Alright, Cortionn, make your roll.
This is it.
I
Oh, this is
honestly.
it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Get the
Oh, no! No!
I'm fucking
It's
dead.
okay. Harshnag has a potion of revivify somewhere.
If you can find my corpse in this avalanche, I tumble down the mountain.
Okay,
I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
You're an evil DM.
There's nothing
Okay.
to do.
No, there's
Okay.
nothing. You can't save yourself. Nope. No time for a short rest.
Ugh.
I
That's
have
horrible.
nothing.
Wait,
I got
we
okay.
don't know he's dead yet. We'll find
Yeah,
this
we don't know. We need to.
Alright, so as you guys.
Yeah, I
break-
mean, as far as you guys are concerned, you.
I have a
You
potion
save
of
up.
holy something. Maybe it's a potion of vor alive.
Okay. As the snow batters you guys, you met the 3 of you down on the mountain, managed to hold against the snow. You see Cortionn's body kind of tumble forward a bit more, about 15 feet. What do you guys want to do?
I'm still trying to get him.
All right, so you head over and you spot, parts of his mace still poking up. Make a digging someone out action.
That's my favorite.
Athletics.
Has
Strength.
the snow stopped?
No, the snow has picked up again around GS.
Okay.
Yeah, Wolverine, you start frantically just digging with your big hands, taking out chunks, trying to fight against the snow that's now filling the hole that you're creating, but you're going faster than it, as fast as possible, using your body to block it and dam it up. You find Cortionn's arm just sticking out. You reach down and you drag him out of the snow. He's deeply buried. Yes.
I gotta take one call. I'll be right back. One second.
Well, you're dead.
Yeah, we don't need you to RP anymore. 'cause-
You pull Cortionn's body, and it looks mangled. It looks lifeless. There are no vital signs as you check his body.
Okay,
But
so
the body is
there's still snow coming.
yeah. It has picked up again, and it's rushing down just as strong as it was before.
I just I keep his body above the snow level
Okay.
and turn around to see what everybody else is doing.
I'm bracing myself for more snow coming.
All right. There seems to be one more giant push, and as you look up, it's a massive wave. It looks bigger than the rest, but you can tell as you're looking, it seems to be the last one. So we're gonna make one more round here. Strength checks from everyone.
Strength saves?
Strength saves, yeah, as you fight against the. And Wolverine, or sorry, Lucius, who's muted.
Do I need to make another athletics check to hold on?
Yes, please. Alright, you guys are kind of expecting it now. You managed to hold your grounds. Even Wolverine, who's holding Cortionn's body above him, you press against the snow, and in a few moments, the snow begins to slow down and subside, and comes to a standstill. You see chunks of snow kind of still falling around you, but the majority of this avalanche seems to have subsided. And after a few minutes, the snow clears from the air. And you guys see Wolverbane standing there with Cortian's body. Wolverbane is like chest up to his chest in snow, just holding Cortian's body above him.
I start wading towards them. He's looking rough, guys. We need heals. Something.
Is it like safe for me to run down to them now?
Yeah.
Like you would say?
Yeah, at half speed unless you want to dash and whatnot. But the ground is still sifting a bit, so you can get there. If you take your time, you can get there.
Yeah, I'll like dash, but at half speed.
Yeah, gotcha. So normal distance.
Yeah, I go and I take Cortionn and lay him on top of the snow from Wolverine.
All right.
I'm gonna. Should I use a potion of healing?
Do we know he's dead?
Rhogadar checks for vital signs.
Yeah, you make a medicine check, I suppose.
Slap his face.
Nice.
I have really bad medicine, but I'm gonna try.
20! Natural 20.
Yeah, as soon as you look at his body, you touch his body, there are vitals.
As I have my
Wait, do I what?
Okay, I might need some clarification on something.
What'd you say? There are vitals or there are no vitals?
There are 0 vitals.
Pray to Asmodeus.
No heartbeat, no breath. He's cold to the touch.
Okay, I'm gonna go to his bag. He's a cleric. I want to look in his bag. Does he have anything that I can him?
It's,
He doesn't know.
Lucius, what did
Okay, I have the 5th level spell scroll.
Yes, you do. I knew it.
But I think we have some house rules on how scrolls work, right?
We haven't really settled on house rules for scrolls because we didn't use them before. I was gonna wait till we start using them to kind of decide.
Sorry,
because the
my Discord keeps lagging out. Yeah, I think the rules normally are that you have to have it on your class's spell list, right?
Yeah.
But there's no check associated with casting it if that's the case. Like, I think you just read it and it casts it, right?
Right.
But I think that we had talked about you can cast a spell that's not on your spell list, but you have to make a check kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I want to assist on that. I want to give assistance if I can.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if it's next round, I'll run up and join them if I can.
Cortion's body's it's frozen.
Okay,
Yeah, you search through his stuff. He seems to travel quite light. You find his gold, his book that he always writes in. You find all these belongings, but nothing. You find a couple greater potions. You find a couple strange potions as well, amongst his things, but nothing that would serve the purpose that you're looking for to heal him, unless you tried to rob him.
I'm really tempted right now, but I will respect him.
Okay.
At this time,
Lucius, you wade through the snow, sliding down to bits, and you manage to catch up to your companions who are now surrounding Cortionn, his body laying broken on the ground.
Yeah, I say, is he dead?
Yes.
I guess.
Most undoubtedly. Most undoubtedly.
Do
Most,
I pour
yes,
this
definitely.
healing potion in his mouth? Guys, should I try? Should I pull? Should I? Pop it?
You might as
Do
You
I
pop
use
what?
the healing potion on him?
If he's dead, it's not gonna do anything for you.
Okay. I close it.
I say, like, Lucius just looks so pissed off. And, like, he just starts murmuring about how, like, we came all this way, we need this stupid cleric, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. And then he pulls out the 5th level spell scroll. And I believe the only 5th level spell that
You had that.
will do the trick is Revivify, right? I think. I was not prepared for this, so I
Okay.
have
So,
to look.
should I assist you or should I use inspiration on you?
So Revivify is a 3rd spell.
Oh, so Raise Dead is 4th level then, right? Or 5th level.
Let me double check here. Stand by. Raise Dead is a 5th level spell, correct? You're using a diamond that's worth at least 500 gold pieces.
We have that! Rhogadar! Pull out your robe! Now!
I I don't have it. No, but so you need to use material components when using spell scrolls?
Oh, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Correct.
You can confirm that if you want, because I don't remember.
I'm not sure. We never
I'll take a look.
Okay, but either way, we have that. We need it.
Okay, I have the spell here.
Casting time 1 hour.
For a scroll?
That's because unlike Revivify, it doesn't have to be like quick after the.
All right.
Like Revivify has to be within 1 minute.
Okay.
So
Of the death.
You can carry him to safety and then work on that while we rest.
Or I can just put my hut.
All right. So we're gonna say that for the sake, it will consume 8 diamonds.
Hey guys, do I put up my hut while we're here so we don't have to run into much trouble before we heal and rest?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, I put up the hut.
You don't have to provide material components.
Perfect. All right. So Zaya begins casting her hut around Cortionn.
I just cast it.
All right. You just cast it.
No, it's 1 minute to cast it.
All right. So you cast it, and you gather around Cortionn's body as she creates the tiny Leomund's hut. It's a little warmer in here, and you feel his body begin to thaw. Lucius.
I look around at each of the party members with like a cutting glance, and I say, if this works, you all owe me big time.
I mean, we all owe each other, Lucius. We're part of a team. We're a group. We're all.
I shake my head, I put up my hand, and I say, not like this.
Do you
This
need
is a
help,
big one.
Lucius?
I whisper to Zaya and suggest that she inspire Lucius.
Whatever help you can provide would obviously be appreciated.
I inspire Lucius, but I will actually do it. So I'll hold on. I will say to Lucius. I'll say this one. To our love and hate relationship, together we define leadership. The battlefields we take ownership. We'll crush them all like a tortilla chip.
That's great.
And Cortionn didn't hear it?
Lucius doesn't react, but inside he's thinking like, that's probably one of the best inspirations I've ever done.
Can I insight check Lucius? After I say that?
Sure. Are you trying to hide that feeling, Lucius?
Sure, yeah.
Well, I guess you can persuade or deceive. I guess one or the other.
Isn't it insight versus deception or something?
Well, he's not lying. I guess he's lying about his other appearance. Yeah, I should get to deception.
Sorry, I'm lagging hard here. 1 sec. Just reloading my character sheet.
No problem. Okay, everyone needs to relax with these squares here.
I was trying to clean my head.
Lucius is deadpan. He doesn't seem to be moved by any way by your words, as usual. He looks pissed. All right, so Lucius, you want to make that? You take out the scroll.
Yeah, so I pull out the I pull out the scroll, and I guess I just think about the Raise Dead spell.
Yeah.
And that'll appear on the scroll.
Yeah, you see it being written rapidly across the spell of Raise Dead. 5th level spell. The special scroll that Lucius received from the Zentarum themselves. It's part of his care package in Waterdeep.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Takes this
that's
spell,
callback.
Good
pulls it
heaven.
open, and thinks of the Raise Dead spell. Zaya inspires him. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I want to like, I'll lower my head and I'll grit my teeth and just under my breath I'll say, Asmodeus, I'm gonna need your help. as much as I hate to admit it.
Alright, you feel like those words reaches the 9 hells, Oh, not sure what effects. Wolverine and Rhogadar, do you guys want to do anything to help us?
It is a necromancy spell. I have a feeling he'll like it.
Yeah, for sure. Anything? You stand by a watch? Okay.
Yeah, Rhogadar's literally got nothing. He's a fighter.
Zaya is thinking, like, she's actually really, like, wondering right now what happens to a death cleric when he escapes death.
That's a good question. That is an excellent question. We're about to find out.
And I'm actually really curious. This is actually really exciting, right?
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna write down a DC here.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh. Oh. Guys, what if it fails?
He will have met his god in person.
Let's see. Alright. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna
Put a 2. We just need to roll higher than 2.
On the site that I looked up the spell scrolls, there was a suggested DC for a 5th level spell.
And what would that be, Rhogadar?
I can DM whisper it to you.
Sure.
How do I do that?
It's not a 5th level spell though, is it? It's a 4th.
It's 5th.
How do I do the DM whisper?
Do /W space my name, like Dungeon Master, I guess.
Now
You
do
can
a
just do
test
GM
first.
as well.
Oh, DM? So,
Or GM.
DM. I hope that, so, /W space DM. That's it? Or I can, I'll just send it to you via Messenger.
There we go. That's the best way. While I sit here, I'm just hoping Cortionn comes back for this. That's why I'm kind of stalling for time. But
Oh, perfect.
he does.
I had to load the app and everything, so.
Well,
My push to talk keeps lagging, so I keep like talking, but it's not actually like activated. Anyways, it's /W space GM space your message, but you're already messaging it.
Yeah, already sent.
All right. You know what? I'm going to. So Lucius, you kind of look to Asmodeus for some help. Zaya, you inspire Lucius, but also trying to assist him with your.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah, you can. I would say you can aid him with your
Yeah, I wanna do
arcanic
that.
magic, kind of. So I'll give you advantage on that. And Wolverine is just standing by. Rhogadar standing by. All right.
I mean, if I could do something,
What would you like to do?
I don't know.
There we go.
I would
Alright.
speak to Cortionn, but Cortionn is dead. Why would you speak to someone who's dead? Doesn't make sense.
No. There we go.
There we go. That's my answer.
That's okay. So you're not doing anything. All right. I've got a nice solid number here. Lucius, you can do this with advantage as Zaya kind of peers over your shoulders and helps you translate the words on the scroll.
I'm gonna puke. Oh, this is so.
All right, make your Arcana check.
Okay,
Oh
it's
my gosh,
Arcana.
Lucius.
This is a sadly low stat for me.
Hold on. Question.
Mhm.
Is it his spellcasting ability or the spell's spellcasting ability?
Neither. I think for scrolls we just doing Arcana always.
Hold up. There was something here for it.
Oh.
Is it like also like Lucius? Do you want? No, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a bit of a homebrew thing that we're doing. Arcana's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're not actually supposed to be able to use
Yeah, you're
spell
not supposed
scrolls
to.
at all for other classes magic.
All right. I've got my number written down.
Oh!
But I like the idea that it can backfire if you screw up.
So do you want to do this where you roll once and we use the 2 numbers as your advantage? Twice. Let's make it twice just for added effect.
For dramatic
Go.
effect.
Oh, yeah, let's do it for dramatic effect.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I could just sense that this is gonna be bad.
You'll unroll the scroll as Zaya appearing over Big Neil around Cortionn, lifeless body.
Maybe I'm under his.
Oh, that is not bad.
7.
You got
That's
a
not bad.
-2.
That's with a -2. I'm gonna add my inspiration to that.
Yes, inspire. You're inspired too.
It's a
Wow.
D8.
Yes, D8. Please don't roll a 1 to inspire.
You have a -2 to Arcana?
Oh my god.
20 24. 24.
Hold on. Roll for advantage as well.
Yes.
I feel like I can't. I feel like I can't do better than that.
My heart can't take
Don't.
this.
I need a break. I need
Oh
to
man,
go.
you had a -2.
I have a -2 Arcana.
You
Arcana
didn't-
is a
you didn't-
intelligence stat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Gracious.
I'm gonna puke.
I know.
Alright.
I feel like I need to puke a
You
little bit.
begrudgingly.
Look at my second roll.
Holy shit.
You have a 17 and 3 minus
Oh my
1.
god. That's.
I rolled
insane.
3 natural ones.
Yo, what the fuck is this? Okay, you should not be allowed to use spell scrolls. This is so risky. Oh my gosh, -2?
That's my spell
Oh.
scroll, wench. All right.
At least you. Hopefully.
So,
So,
I read out the raise dead spell.
as you read through it, Zaya helping you pick out the keywords. You begrudgingly read through your scroll. As you finish the scroll, necrotic energy, just blackened energy, just absorbs the scroll and it just dissipates into the air around you. And you watch as this dark energy jumps from your hands and leaps into Cortian's eyes and just seeps into his body. And his eyes flutter awake. Oh, where am I? I saw Kel before for a second. And he lays there, beaten, broken, but oddly revived.
Lucius lets out a sigh of relief as the scroll dissolves from his hands. And then he kind of shakes his head and says, "The plans I had for that scroll."
They could not be better than this one.
Cortion,
He's just gonna turn around and die again.
Cortion sits up a bit and says, I tasted death. What happened to me?
You died.
Oh, is that so? He kind of whips out his book that he keeps to in
Yeah,
his
I
bag.
want to peek.
And he just starts scribbling a time and a date.
I feel like this calls for a music change.
And a location. Yes, you're right. That was, we need now into a,
Like a relief. Need a relieving.
oh jeez.
Are we on a short rest right now?
No, you're on the side of a mountain that's still quite precariously moving.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I can't believe
As-
I
We
had
have,
to use my 5th level spell scroll.
We're in the.
You're on the side of the mountain now. As the snow has settled from the avalanche, you can see it still billowing down further below.
in the
You can
hut.
see you're not too far off from the causeway that leads towards the Eye of the Allfather. And
Cortionn, do you feel up for walking?
We need a rest, guys.
he says, I'm exhausted. You know what? He's gonna throw another extra point of exhaustion his way. Remind me to tell him. He says, I'm exhausted.
Well, as part of Raise Dead, he has -4 to all attack rolls and saving throws.
Till
4? How long?
Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
Oh my god.
So basically, for 4 days, he has a penalty. That's the
Wow.
standard. That's the standard for getting raised from the dead.
We need to
Okay.
wait a bit before
We'll
we
go with that
get
then.
to the-
He stands up and kind of braces himself against Wolverbane and says, yeah, I can make it. He picks up his mace. It's a little heavy for him now. Right now, his bones are crushed, his muscles are torn. He points towards the causeway that leads to the... says, I don't know what I signed up for, but let's just get going.
I want to go up to Cortionn, and I grab the front of his armor,
Doesn't resist. Just,
and I pull him close to me, and I say, "From now on, you stay in the back and you handle the healing. Do you understand?"
I dragged him into the whole thing.
Cortion, are you back? I saw him pop up his webcam. At which point he just says to you, Lucius, we can talk about this later. Let's just get going.
And I kind of shove him back.
in his weakened state, he stumbles backwards and falls into and steadies himself again.
Where's our giant?
You look around, you don't seem to see Harshnake anywhere. You guys make your way towards the causeway.
I mean,
I say,
we can't risk another fight.
maybe we should have a short rest before we
at least a short rest.
Throw
for
ourselves
sure.
into more danger.
And
Well, I don't think enough time has passed for a long rest.
We're kind of on the side of a mountain. I vote we go to the causeway and rest there.
You look down, and this is what you see. I'm going to share this picture with you. You see, again, the large causeway, about 40 feet across, that appears to be a small entrance inside of the. We're now trying to approach. This is what you're aiming for, essentially.
How far is it in the distance?
You guys, if you take your time and careful to where you walk, you guys can probably make it within an hour or two.
Like, does the causeway look hazardous, or does it look like it's like?
No, it looks solid. There's odd here and there broken chunks, but overall it has maintained its strength, or appears to have, anyways, over these course of aeons.
Yeah. Well,
How much HP does Cortionn have? Like when you use that?
Just one.
Okay, I'm at least gonna heal this stupid guy at level 1. So he's at 8.
All right, I can say he's at 8 HP.
And
Cortionn has to watch that whole scene, like after this. I can't believe he wasn't here for it.
I know. Unfortunately, he hasn't.
Wouldn't he basically heal himself too?
Probably.
Oh, but you don't know that info.
Let's do it. Dude. Cortionn, heal yourself. I mean, I'm not supposed to do that every single time. Although I had so far.
Yeah, he has revivified too. That sucks. Okay, yeah, he turns himself and uses a healing word on himself, doing another additional point of 5 points of damage, or 5 points of healing. All right, so you guys, I presume,
very safely, and I'm gonna keep sharpest eye out for anything suspicious around.
All right. Time to crack out the good old book, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the book. Make a perception check, aside. All right. Spend the next couple of hours heading towards the causeway, the bridge that leads to the Eye of the Allfather. In the distance, another storm seems to be picking up, but you should be able to make it to the plateau that the shrine resides in ample time. As you help Cortionn on his way and make your way across the stony bridge, you see the entrance of the shrine before you. It's built to the side of the rock, and it's covered and caked in ice. The years haven't been too kind to it, but yet it still stands quite strong. Zaya, as you guys cross, you do catch glimpses here and there of humanoid footprints that are heading in the direction of the shrine.
Are they really big?
No, they seem to be humanoid, or like a human-sized footprints. Make a survival check. You gather that the snow has kind of pushed these footprints around. You gather maybe there'd be about maybe 6 to 12 individuals here. You can't really tell, but they are not quite fresh. But within the last couple days or so.
Some people are here. Or, yeah, some people got here before, not long ago.
What time is it right now?
We're gonna say after that, guys spent the morning, afternoon fighting, going down. We're gonna say it's late afternoon, approaching the evening time.
So we could probably. This is now talking to the group. Should we set up camp here and then head in the morning? Zara, you could use your hut.
I can't.
You said it's evening by now?
Yeah, it's approaching the evening time. You guys spent the day battling the Yeti and traveling across the mountain.
I'd like to stay out here just in case there's something dangerous inside.
I can't even
protect us. hut will protect us from the weather, right? Zaya?
What?
The hut will protect us from the
I
weather and
can't-
the wind?
I can't put the hut anymore.
Oh.
I mean,
What happened?
yeah.
Can't you cast it as a ritual?
Oh yes, I can. Never mind. I guess it is a ritual.
All right. All right. So as
Thanks, Rhogadar.
you approach this domed entrance, preparing to have a rest for the night, crossing this 40-foot wide naturally formed stone causeway. Before you see what is the Eye of the Allfather, the entrance. Sheer cliffs plunge hundreds of feet around you on both sides of this route. The entrance itself is adorned with pillars, large pillars carved that stand 30 feet high and support the dome. There's 6 of them. You see, each of them are carved with an image of a particular giant. One, you see a hill giant that's lifting a rock above its head, holding up. Another one is a frost giant chopping down a great pine tree. There's a cloud giant that's flying amongst birds in the sky. And a storm giant hurling a lightning bolt at a ship. You see a stone giant, 5th one, climbing a mountain. The last one is a fire giant with chained dwarf prisoners in a cavern. These are the images that are depicted on the 6 pillars. And you stand basically at the entrance of it.
Where'd you go, Rhogadar?
My roll 20 crashed. Still here, just, loading it up again.
Cool.
Well, I think I just want to sleep.
Each small square is 5 feet.
You're 5 feet.
Each small square?
Each small square is 5 feet. Each big square is 10 feet.
I'm ready for a rest as well.
And Cortionn just looks at you guys and says, I'm going to die.
I'm gonna put it up to the side here.
You've already died. Now you're back, so you'd better not die.
Alright.
I don't carry any more of those 5th level spell scrolls.
Oh no. Better not die.
Alright, okay. Just this here real quick. Okay. Cortionn not back yet? Okay.
You guys were in my circle.
Alright. So, Zaya casts her little hut. You guys are inside of it. The temperature is much warmer here as the storm outside now approaches and has arrived at the mountain. It batters the dome itself, but it keeps it back. And you're glad to see from the inside that you're warm and you're safe from another snowstorm. And having journeyed this far to the Eye of the Allfather, battling through multitudes of obstacles, you feel that you've learned a little more about yourself. From the trials at the barge ride in and fighting off vampires, to the river dasher and the Desherin River, fighting off dipsas and water leapers, to water deep ends, discussing issues with giants and scholars, to Rasalantar and the Demon of Shaxodon, to Amphail, Red Lark, Westbridge, Tribor, Longsaddle, Xanthalar, Mirabar, and now the Eye of the Allfather. You feel that you have learned a little more about yourselves, and hopefully, become stronger or less stronger as a group. But you are all now level 8. Congratulations.
No way.
Can't believe it. Has the night passed yet or no?
The night is passing as you're reflecting upon these things.
Waiting for our friend Giants.
I just get out my bedroll by the fire that I built and lay down and sleep.
Yeah, you just pass right out. It's been a long day.
It's a good thing we stocked all that wood in Zaya's bag of holding before we left.
Yes.
Makes these fires really good.
Yes, exactly.
Did we do that?
Oh, it's my explorer's pack. I got wood.
All right. Anything you want to do in the morning or the evening as you go to bed?
Yeah, but we're
Since
probably-
I wake up early, I'm going to keep an eye out for Harshnag.
All
Who
right.
still hasn't joined with us.
Yeah, you spend the morning 4 hours as you wait for your companions to rest. Just keep an eye on the causeway. The storm is making it hard to see too far, but keep an eye on it. There seems to be no activity throughout the morning. The rest of you guys wake up. Cortionn has now -3 to his raised dead spell. He's feeling a little bit less ruined, but still ruined nonetheless. The rest of you guys are feeling pretty okay, having traveled across the mountains.
I feel like we should just.
Sorry, guys.
Chill
Sorry.
for-
Sorry.
Oh, you're back!
Oh, sorry. Oh, man.
Wow. We're spawning for time, because man, did you miss something?
Oh, I can't believe I missed it all. And for the audience, I'm sorry.
Yes!
It was a job interview. It was bizarre. It went well, so I'm happy.
Oh, congratulations! I'm glad to hear that. At least that went well, and your resurrection also went well.
What? How even does that? I don't.
Yeah. You need to.
You owe Lucius
Feels
big time, but
You don't really
Man.
know that.
I feel like Lucius is something.
and he
you
was
know.
and he was pretty angry. He was
Ugh.
pretty angry.
Lucius had to use something clutch that.
Lucius, I'm touched. Am I connected to you in some way now?
I basically got a 5th level spell scroll a while back
Oh.
as a reward from the Zentarum,
Oh,
No.
and I had to use it to revive your sorry butt.
Oh,
So, luckily it worked
you-
out.
Did you look back on the times that we spent and you said to yourself, now this is a guy that I've spent 3 days with. Level 5
He was
scroll.
so helpful.
What I
He's
did
guaranteed, though.
was I grabbed you by the armor, pulled you close, and told you to stay in the back from now on,
Yeah,
and then threw you to the ground.
I'm Zaya. You and I are gonna be buddies.
Hey, Cortionn,
This.
you should know that the spell scroll required a Arcana check. Lucius has a -2 to his Arcana check. He rolled a 17, a -1, a -1, and a negative.
Oh,
And I inspired him.
So it was real bad. It was real bad.
But he got a 17 plus 7. My inspiration.
It ended up being an insanely good roll, but it was so lucky.
what's up with my rolls? Let's talk about that. How many?
How will we spend the next day talking about the previous day and not doing anything? So rest right here.
All right. So also Cortionn, because you have been raised from the dead, but you have to take 1 long rest. What is it, Lucius? He's -3 on what?
Yeah.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
And every time you take a long rest, it will reduce by negative. Reduce by.
Okay.
So you're -3 on those things right now.
So, Zaya.
So it's the morning, and you also have level. Cortionn, you're level 8.
I wake up from the dead and I'm stronger.
That's the grave.
Because you've had experience. You've tasted death. You've
Yeah,
Mm,
that's quite an
Kellenborn.
experience to go through.
you've seen what Kellenborn is all about. And this actually has made you stronger.
You have met your god face to face.
Yeah, he's a good god.
I say,
Send me
I
right back.
suggest strongly that we take a day to talk about Cortian's experience with the dead and not move, and we also need to wait for her. That's my suggestion.
We're in front of at the entrance to the Eye
Yeah.
of the Alpha.
Yeah, you've crossed the causeway. You have rested in Zaya's little hut. She has a dome hut that she protects you guys with. It's the morning now. And a storm still billows out outside, but you guys are protected inside the dome.
Mike, just so you know, that roll that I did was my HP increase.
Was it?
Yeah, I got a perfect
Nice.
roll.
You got a mat
Oh man.
10. So yeah, you can either roll. Wolverine does with himself, but he's made it up with a perfect 10. Excellent.
Yeah, I can roll or take my average.
Yeah, correct.
I took my 5.
I took my average.
Average. Wolverine likes to live dangerously.
I think ever. 'Cause-
Has Wolverine broken 100 yet?
Not yet.
Wolverine, why'd you add 4 onto the end of that? Where's that come from?
Constitution modifier.
Constitution.
Yeah, it's you add your constitution.
Sweet, level 8. So many choices.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to stay here and wait for Harshnag, and also wait for Cortionn to get better.
What's the weather like? Is it super windy? Is it calm, nice, top of the mountain?
It's a blizzard outside. It is howling. Visibility is quite low. It's going to be another bad day outside, to be sure.
Well,
Good
in that
thing we're
case,
gonna be inside.
I suggest we go and start exploring this place.
And a big place it is. All right.
Maybe Harshnag didn't make it.
Well, I mean, that's horrible.
He's pretty old after all.
It was a pretty intense climb he had to do. He may have taken a break at the bottom, slept down there.
Yeah, so he'll be here today. We should just.
Whatever the case,
climb
we
up's
can catch
generally
up.
harder.
What?
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we didn't have to climb. He has to climb.
I want to wait. So I suggest.
Shall we put it to a vote?
Whether to climb or to...
Whether to enter the temple without Harshnag or sit around waiting in the inclement weather.
Maybe we can wait just inside?
Oh.
Just in the gates? I don't know.
Very well. Let's at least get inside the door then and find out what's in there.
All right. So you guys head towards through the dome and into the entranceway.
Well, can I just peek in before we do that?
Sure.
Like, I don't want to walk in without looking.
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
See a long entranceway.
So we go in and then what? We keep going, or we just wait in the hallway?
Can you see the end of the hallway?
How far is vision anyway? Like dark vision.
Is it dark vision?
Well, it's dark inside.
I'll come look. My dark vision is 120 feet.
I don't have dark vision.
I mean, I'd come as well.
Yeah. Okay. So
If
you-
it's dark, I'm gonna have the farthest visibility, so I'll come look 120 feet.
So yeah. So you guys kind of go to the entranceway. You look down and it's a long hallway. You can tell that on the northern side and the southern side of this hallway there are ledges. That are that go up about 20 feet. Everything is coated in frost that just juts out. Years and years of this mountain has just taken its toll. Everything is icy, it glimmers, and it's cold inside. As you guys also look around, you notice kind of just in the entranceway 2 large indentations that span across the hallway itself. About here. Let me just draw them up actually. About here, and about here.
What are those?
There's kind of like indentations in the stonework.
Oh!
You look, see that there are there are holes that match up in the ceiling, and looking deeper within, you can tell there's these large stones are sitting inside those holes.
Is
Some
there
sort
any-
of trap.
Yeah, for sure. I want to throw something at it.
It's about 40 to 50 feet high. You can...
No, but I was gonna throw it like on the floor and then.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want to throw it into the
Yeah,
invitation? Sure.
I'm gonna find a little rock or a piece of ice and toss it.
Yeah, there's rock and ice galore.
I do it.
You just toss it in there and skitters, and it echoes a little bit into the chamber
Nothing
beyond.
happened?
Nothing seems to happen. phone rings and the ice cracks. Avalanche!
Wouldn't be one of our sessions without the phone ringing.
So many people call the home phone. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
So this means that, I mean, maybe.
Sorry.
Okay. So there's a trap, but nothing happened when I threw a little rock.
I doubt that's enough weight to make it trigger if it is a trap.
Yeah.
Do you have something heavier you could place?
Yes, we have a lot of stuff that we can use, including bullet metal hide.
I have
Or-
a spare boat.
What you
A
got?
spare boat.
You should have used that in the avalanche.
I didn't have my notes open, okay?
I pull out the troll arm.
You took out the troll arm.
I take out the troll arm that's like my size. Right?
Yeah.
Should I toss this? And I toss it.
The arm is just, it's moving, it's breathing, it's like wiggling around. As it pull it out, it's you toss it and it lands into the sort of small indentation and it just bounces back and forth on the cold stonework. Just
Nothing else?
you can see part of it has like grown a little bit of a torso.
It's not alive.
in its absence.
Oh, they
Yeah, it's alive.
they reanimate.
You can see like it's got part of a torso at the point. It's being in a suffocated little location of the bag itself has kind of stayed its regeneration, but
What?
its body seems to be growing back a little bit.
Oh, okay, good thing I pulled this thing out.
And
I guess
you can
Rhogadar.
see as it's now exposed to the elements, the body begins to kind of form a little bit more. You see part of the torso kind of
Put
regenerate.
it back. Put
Oh,
it back.
fine. I use Mage Hand and bring it back to me.
It just wriggles around as you pull it towards yourself.
I grab it, I chop off the bit that's growing, and I throw it back in the bag.
Thanks.
You sever the
Okay.
extra chunk.
I take a little side note. To remember that once in a while, just make sure it doesn't back.
All right, but that doesn't seem to do anything. I mean,
So how heavy was that?
I don't know. Our giant troll arm is about 20 pounds, I suppose. Just pure muscle. Rava the troll's arm.
I'm gonna note that away and ask about it when we're a little warmer. That's a conversation piece.
Alright, can I take a look at this indentation and see if it's arcane, see what might cause it to trigger?
Sure. Make a, if you're looking for Arcana, or Magic Arcana, if you're just investigating.
If I was doing a bit of both, what would it be?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Why not both? Do it.
Arcana 10,
Hmm.
investigation.
Yeah, you're looking into like the trap itself, trying to see how it all operates, I suppose.
Where's investigation?
Arcana wise, there doesn't be any. There's a strong Arcana presence deeper within the chamber, but not from the immediate vicinity of your.
And 21 investigation.
You look at the trap or the indentation as a whole, and you kind of look the size. You can see. You look up at the top, about 40 feet up. You see there's kind of gears, chains that holds these stones in place. You gather that this definitely would act and serve as a gatehouse, a gate mechanism. Doesn't seem to be a trap of sorts. Doesn't seem to be trapped
Oh, the gate is
per
just
se.
open.
It just it seems that the gate has been opened. A little bit of ice coats the chain work and holds it in place.
Okay.
This is not even a trap.
It doesn't look like a trap. I'm gonna try it.
All right. You take
I take my glaive and I like push it into the ground first.
Yeah.
Anything happen?
You chip up a little bit of the ice that coats the ground. Nothing happens.
Okay. And I start to step in, prepared to fall back if something happens.
It's a little bit like the never-ending story when the guy has to run across and the snakes are shooting at him. Just get around. Anyone get that reference, please?
Yep.
Anyone? Thanks.
Oh, of course.
Never saw that
And,
movie.
oh, cool. Okay.
Never seen it either, but
I know the reference. I've never seen it though.
Oh, okay.
What?
You step out into the kind of step down into the little small indentation in the ground where the stones would have smashed down. You don't hear anything. Nothing happens.
I keep walking through it.
All right.
I follow behind him.
You saunter through the gatehouse of the Eye of the Alpha.
All right, yeah, onward.
A little caution is always good for you.
And I do the same thing with the second one. Try first with the glaive. Nothing happens. I walk through it.
Yeah, it all seems to be okay.
I remain by Lucius's side.
All right. As you approach, you've entered what appears to be a long hall. Again, you see there are ledges to your south and your north. They span about 20 feet up to a platform that has no sort of railing of any sorts. But again, the walls are coated in ice.
Can I do it?
The ceiling here is about... And you notice that the ground you stand on, the hallway itself slopes up a little bit upwards. It leads to beyond what appears to be a staircase on the far end.
Can we see anything up on the ledges at all?
From your standpoint, it's a little tough. They're about 20 feet up. But you see there's a...
Yeah, so basically looking for anything tall that, like, we can see from our angle.
You can see there are, like, stonework pillars that hold up the roof above you, the north and the south.
Do I see any of those footprints that I saw outside?
Sure.
Inside here?
Make a survival.
I have cast a light on my glaive just because it's dark in here and I can't see a single thing.
Sure.
When I see Rhogadar do that, and I realize we're throwing stealth out the window, I cast dancing lights.
Okay.
And I kind of move them. I kind of move them up, sort of along, sort of the edges. Just kind of illuminating, each side as they kind of go along.
Yeah.
Is there anything of any sort of interest on the pillars? Any carvings? Anything like that?
You can just make out that there are sconces that are built into the pillars themselves. They are actually they're unlit, but there are just kind of just giant stone sconces that are far up along the pillars where a giant would be able to reach. But you guys can spot them on the pillars themselves. Aside from that, doesn't seem to be anything note. Aside from just your ornate carvings that adorn this temple.
We push on.
I don't see why not. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest in here. Certainly nothing we can see, anyway.
All right. Give me your if you guys are pushing on up the little slope, give me your marching order.
Let me go first.
All right, place yourself in your marching
we don't let Cortionn go first.
Yeah, I give Cortionn a little glare that says, "Remember what I told you."
order. Remember, you can hold Alt to place yourself outside of the group, so you don't get stuck to the top left. But place yourselves in your order.
I'll put my
because I need to see what I'm looking at.
Alright, I'll be right in front of Cortionn then.
Protect me.
Keep you out of trouble.
Alright. And you guys are marching forward.
Yep.
Okay. So you get about there, and you we're gonna go with you approach a staircase. The staircase upward, what appears to be a platform, and you see there's a large door that is again coated in ice at the top of the staircase. And it just depicts, it's just made of tall granite, and it depicts images of the giant gods just locked in battle with dragons. They're just fighting all over this stonework doorway. As you approach with Rhogadar's beaming light illuminating the area.
In a 30-foot radius, and then dim light 30 feet after that.
Yes.
And my dancing lights will just kind of circle us.
All right.
I guess sort of go up to the door and like kind of scroll over the imagery.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but let me just do this here real quick. Perception is wisdom, right?
My
Yeah.
passive
Yeah.
perception is really high though. It's not that.
All right. You as you're approaching the staircase, you get a glimpse of the top of it, and you see that there are individuals. Your dancing lights kind of catch their attention as you approach.
Individual what?
Individual humanoids. They look barbaric in nature. They wear furs, and have sort of war paints, blackened war paint painted across their face and on their skin. One of them looks towards you and just shouts something in a language you've heard before, but you're not familiar with.
So it's not a language you know?
It is not a language you guys know.
I just kind of shake my head and say, "Great, another fight."
Another fight, boys and girls.
But they're not giants though, right? They're just
No, they're humanoids. If you guys could give me a sweet initiative.
It's my highest roll ever. I've rolled a 20 once.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a pretty good initiative.
Dang.
Do they look hostile to us?
They look a lot like the barbarians you guys have encountered before. You've seen them on your road when you guys were heading towards Groodhog. You've met
Those guys were
blue.
blue war paint, right?
Yeah, you bet they had blue war paint, a blue bear paw on them. You met one of these particular that you saved from. Remember, he bit his hand and shook Rhogadar's hand as he saved them from the depths of Groodhog. These kind of have a similar style, but they dress a little bit differently. Everyone's initiative there. Perfect. Okay. Is there anything you want to do as they look at you guys? Any final preparations? Or anything at all, really?
I say we come in peace.
You shout out. Rhogadar shouts, "We come in peace!" It echoes through the chamber. And let me just get some here.
Now my conscience is clear.
What they do from here on out is their responsibility.
They're shouting each other. They're shouting and chanting something at each other. One of them stands forward, and she's got what appears to be a spear with a skull or adorned on top of it. She seems to be a sort of shaman of.
Is there 4 of them?
no.
From what you can see from where you're standing, you see one what appears to be a kind of a chieftain. He has bound to him a creature that pokes his head over the edge. It appears to be a white dragon wormling. Another sort of berserker style barbarian, and a shaman. From what you guys can see you can't really quite see the bottom of the door, but there's definitely some more shouting up there.
And they appear to be doing some kind of ritual?
No, they mean to just be shouting at each other, and that is the door that you guys.
Okay, well, I don't know, this isn't a surprise round, right? So you're only asking about, super quick things that we wanted. Yeah. No,
Well,
I'm ready. I'm ready for my first turn, though.
All right. I'm just looking for a quick. This one. All right. Okay. My computer frozen. Well, a couple of berserkers start running out from beyond the your vision. They appear to have been smashing or banging on the door of sorts. Rhogadar, you see a couple of these berserkers are now trying to descend down this. Look quite pissed, and they're carrying these great axes.
like a charging attack, basically, right?
Yeah,
More or less?
they're descending on the stairs.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
I want to say no. I want to yell like I don't know if you want to say like a pre whatever. I want to basically say like, hold a moment. I've got the first attack.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm stopping here anyway,
Okay.
and I am going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to. Oh, decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to enter a ready stance,
All right.
and use my action to cast Firebolt, which I now have,
Nice.
against. Which was the leader and which was the shaman?
The leader, I'm gonna just put this big red dot on his face. The shaman's to the south.
Okay, I'm going to fire Firebolt at the leader.
Wow, what's the range on that thing?
Firebolt? 120 feet? It's a cantrip.
All right. Wow. Okay. You point your finger
It's
up.
like Eldritch Blast, but
Yeah.
fire.
Swirl your finger, and
I'm not great, though. It's an 8.
it's your first time.
You're
trying
just
to use
learning,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. It strikes some of the icy stonework, and it melts the ice a bit where it hits, and you start to see it drip.
Okay.
Zaya.
Damn it. I don't think you got me on the initiative.
Oh, where did you go? Oh, these kids are hiding it. That's right. What'd you get? What's your initiative?
18.
18. Okay, that puts you puts you up there as well.
He would be next.
All right, Cortionn, go ahead.
I will. I'm gonna get ready for these guys. I'm going to bolster us here a little bit.
Nice.
I will. Sorry, guys. Actually, I think I'm gonna make a ranged attack, spell attack.
Ooh. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use guiding bolt. It's the same guy that our friend Rhogadar was trying to hit.
Sure.
Work for me, spell. Work for me.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Ooh.
This radiant energy just flies and you fall through from Rhogadar's firebolts, striking him for
Pew, 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 pew.
how much damage?
I hit 4d6.
4d6?
Yeah, baby. And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage.
Okay.
Thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target.
All right. What's the damage?
It is gonna be. So I'm just adding my wisdom modifier to that.
Only if the spell specifies that you add.
Okay. It
So
does not. So just take 12.
Wow. Okay. It just blasts, and he shudders, and the shaman kind of scowls to the south. She begins to wave her staff. But Zaya, it's your turn. You watch as these two bolts go flying towards your enemies. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast a vicious. I'm gonna cast a vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Yeah, a vicious mockery. The first one. It's running so.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw.
Of 15.
Makes it.
So nothing happened.
Okay. All right, Lucius, you watch as a couple more berserkers are now charging on the staircase. Turn.
With a smirk, I say, finally. And I point a finger and I launch a fireball right into the center and hitting every last one of them.
Is that how big's the radius on that thing?
It is a 20-foot radius.
So where are you putting this? It's basically a 2x2, right?
That's the radius, not diameter.
20
Oh,
foot
that's
radius.
a radius.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
So that's if I hit basically the middle guy of the 3 in the middle there. That's
Alright.
everybody I can currently see.
All right. That's it. That's happening.
So they will all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no. Or take half damage. Saves, right?
And my spell save DC is 15. For a solid 42 points of damage.
Oh, and they take half damage if they succeed.
Yeah, so it'll be 26 for those who succeed.
42 points of damage?
Or
It's not 26.
sorry, not 26.
23. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much?
It's
No, 20, 21. 21 points of damage.
42 to
42 total for those who failed, right?
42 for those who failed, 21 for those who succeeded.
Wow.
You rolled so high on that thing.
Wow. Wow. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, I got like 3 6s and like 2 5s or something like that.
3 6s, 3 5s, a 4, a 3, and a 2.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I got some like automatic incinerates there. That'd be pretty awesome.
Did you leave anybody alive?
Oh, I'm sure I did.
I like how we assume that everyone's an enemy.
Oh,
They're
right.
running at us to attack us. Of course they're enemies.
We just need to sit down and talk about our differences.
Alright. You
I finally got to do something that wasn't an Eldritch Blast, guys.
Lucius smirks as he lobs a fireball. It goes soaring through this chamber, illuminating everything and just leaving melting ice in its trail. Just blast down into the platform above the staircase, and you watch as the ice around the walls and the doors just shatter as it explodes, just create this loud noise that just echoes through the chambers, and everyone just gets blasted with fire. They're all still standing, but all black and charred.
Now you guys are gonna kill steal all of my kills. As everybody after me will get a kill now.
Wow, that was okay. All right, so the Uthgard shaman, she gets blasted against the wall, stands herself, and begins to whisper some sort of incantation. What is she going to do?
Cast Fireball on us.
Oh, I wish.
I would move. Well, actually, no. I want to stay in front of Cortionn, so I guess I wouldn't move.
Okay. Sort of crazy.
Guys, become protect Cortionn. Don't let Cortionn die.
I'm your cleric, but you're all my cleric.
It's like I'm a warlock. I'm not even a tank, but I'm still gonna stay in front of.
Damn it. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I mean, like, this is just bad.
About time. It was so good before.
This is all, like, it's just all terrible.
This is
All
just
right.
the entrance to the actual temple.
Yeah.
Surely greater horrors await us inside.
The shaman kind of runs over to her chieftain, and you see him kind of like energy go over his body.
Eliminate the healer.
Crap.
She's undoing our good work.
At which point he charges forward as well. The wormling, the dragon worm, flies upward, beats its little wings, and flies towards you guys at a height. It flies up onto the platform and stands there now looking down at you guys. Wolverbane,
How high is that?
20 feet.
Oh, okay. So how far am I from the closest guy? It looks like the chieftain's the guy with red, right?
Yeah.
How far am I from him?
Well, let's use the ruler.
Oh, is it accurate now?
Yeah, anything that's kind of like made.
80 feet. Cool. I'm gonna charge him. I'm gonna rage as a
All right.
bonus. I'm gonna
All right.
charge him with
All
my
right.
great axe. I want to get closer. Is it control?
Alt.
Hold alt.
Alt.
All right, charge right up the staircase.
With a charge attack.
Yeah.
17 to hit. 19 damage.
Yeah. You shave off pieces of charred skin. You see on his face that he's got painted with black ink, a shape of like this large worm, kind of curls around his face.
What weapons do these guys have?
Great axes.
They're all great axes, eh? Okay. I'm just checking if charge counts as a weapon attack. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Charge counts.
Are you talking about for the purpose of?
An additional effect to a weapon attack.
Oh,
Oh, third level fighter.
Yup. What page are all the feats on?
it's like chapter 4.
Sorry, what are you looking for?
To make one melee weapon attack. Cool. Yeah. So it is a weapon attack. I am going to use a disarming attack. When I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I expend a superiority dice.
Okay.
So I roll the dice, add the damage to the initial damage. So it is. Sorry, this is all brand new.
All brand new light stuff.
Huh?
For charge, it's a bonus action to make the melee attack.
I'm still making a weapon attack.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to rage as well then, right?
Oh, snap.
I guess not.
I was thinking that was a pretty crazy turn to be able to do all that.
All right. So you're not raging, but you charge into battle. Perfect. Just where I want you to be.
But I'm still going to do this disarming attack.
For sure, not a problem. What's your AC?
But
by the
you
way?
would do less damage on your
On the
initial
initial?
damage roll.
So -2.
-5 to the attack's damage. You get a +5 bonus for the charge.
I still did a charge, but I'm not raged, so that's
Oh,
only
yeah.
+2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 17.
Perfect.
And then how much is it? D8s, cool. All right. So I add a D8 to it.
Mhm.
D8 adds 4 damage,
All right.
and it also has to make a strength saving throw,
Strength saving throw.
which is
22.
okay. Yeah, it holds on.
It holds on to
Yields
its
on his
axe.
weapon.
What's your AC?
16.
Okay, perfect. Two barbarians come swooping down from beside you and recklessly attack you. So advantage on against you, advantage against them, and now points of 22 slashing damage. So they both start cutting into 22 points. No rage. Cortionn.
Hi, friend. Okay. So we did 22 slashing damage to Wolverbane.
Yes.
Wolverbane, you healthy? You good?
Oh yeah,
I don't know. How
I
much
probably still have more HP than anybody else.
I think I'm going to target our the shaman that they've got over there. Can you mark what the shaman is?
She's just up here on the top,
Okay.
top right.
I'm gonna hit her with silence.
Oh,
which is 120.
Silence is a radius, actually.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit her, and then everybody around within 20 feet.
okay. What's the save?
Can basically silence the whole area.
Yeah. The illusion actually doesn't say.
I don't think there's a save. It's just
What?
it's
The
silent.
area is silent.
It's silent
It's just
in that area.
Anybody in the bubble is silent.
Oh, right. They just can't use it for opponents.
So I'll put
Oh, wow. Okay.
a great spell. So
You
this
hear
is
as Wolverine's just yelling. You hear the clash of great axes hitting each other. It's all just pure silence. And you just see this motion and combat, but there's nothing happening.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Rhogadar.
Okay.
I'm gonna move
sorry.
just a little bit. I'm just gonna move just a little bit, just
Go
in
ahead.
case.
Yeah.
Just to get out of range in case of an
Sure.
explosion of sorts.
Sure.
Lucius,
Rhogadar.
come with me.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, that's as far as I can move.
Okay.
I will throw another. You know what? I'll do a. This might go a while. I'm gonna do another firebolt at Mr. Cleric up there this time.
Okay.
So 24 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 points of fire damage.
All right.
And bonus action, I'm going to enter ready stance again. Just
It blasts into her forehead, but she screams. But it looks like she's just miming up there. Some more berserkers descend upon you, Wolverbane. They now almost surround you. But they both... Nope, they're recklessly attacking. Both hit you, doing 8 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
Zaya.
None of them are coming like our way right now.
Ring Wolf.
I'm so tempted to just throw another fireball.
I'd probably survive.
I'd be fine.
Okay.
I look over towards Lucius and I do a.
I know.
Any of them aren't like the
They're-
ones surrounding Wolverine were not damaged.
They
Not all
were...
of them?
Everyone was blasted by a fireball. Charred and...
Okay. I'm gonna do another vicious mockery at the one that's closest.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Succeeds.
So nothing.
Sorry?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
It takes half damage, though.
Is it?
Yep. It just doesn't get. It doesn't have the disadvantage effect.
Okay, so it takes 3 points of vicious mockery damage. Anything else, Zaya?
I'm gonna shout out at Wolverine and give him vision.
Sweet.
Alright. Well, Lucius, as that's happening, it's your turn. Silence befalls the staircase, but Wolverine just gives you that nod. He knows. He knows.
Oh, I'm not even raged yet.
You know,
I got a lot of things I can do though. I think.
Which is great. It would be so great.
I mean, I only have 2 spell slots, so just throw 2 fireballs.
Why
We're gonna short rest soon after this, right?
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna throw another fireball.
I see him readying it. I'm gonna like start flexing and getting ready
All
with my
right.
stone's endurance.
All right.
I mutter
Lucius-
under my breath, "You better be as strong as you claim to be, Wolverbane."
You wind up. And roll your damage, because half damage is there's still half damage regardless. I'm gonna assume everyone dies. So half damage.
37 points. So that would be 7. Frig.
37, so 36, so
18.
Yeah, 18. Yeah, 18 points of 18 points to those who succeed.
What's the DC I have to roll or saving throw or whatever?
It's oh wait, oh a DC 16.
Of what?
Oh right, because I just got a stat increase. I told you 15 before, but it's actually 16 now.
All right.
Of what? What do I have to do? I'm in the
What?
Dex.
You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. I have 0. Wait. I have advantage on danger. So I have danger sense. Gives me an edge when I dodge away from danger. Advantage on Dex saving throws against effects that I can see.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I mean you saw this coming. So you're taking the full 37 there.
I readied my Stone's Endurance
Oh, okay.
as a reaction. I'm going
You
to
lob
use
this
it.
fireball, and it soars through. And
First, I try to dodge out of the way with my danger. Still hits me, but I'm kind of like tense and flexing.
the fireball flies into this zone of silence. It's almost just a flash of light and a blazing inferno.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sound.
There's no sounds. It's completely silence.
Is it really?
The
Just silent death.
screams of the Uthgard barbarians of the Grey Worm tribe. Grey Worm tribe
Very weird.
are just silent as you watch as they all just incinerate. Their bodies get floating and shatter. There's nothing left standing after the fire subsides, and it's burned away now. Most of the ice that has encased the staircase and the walls in this area, it now just drips with water. Everyone's dead
Except the worm.
except the worm.
Lucius just does one of these. Well, that's that. Should we,
that hurts so good.
Does the worm look like it's aggressive?
Oh, it's
Just
aggressive.
kind of observing.
Oh, it's aggressive.
Okay. I said, well, now that that's taken care of, would somebody like to deal with that worm up there?
As you
A new
say
pet.
that, as you say that, it comes swooping down towards, and it blasts Zaya Lucius with a breath of cold air. I need you guys to make Constitution saving
Both of
throws.
us?
Yes.
Mark down all those kills, Wolverbane.
How many were there?
There were 8 kills.
Nice. I have a feeling this is going to be a common thing now.
I mean, it's weird. The last time I really got to use Fireball was like that Goblin
Golden
Siege.
Golden
Yeah,
Fields.
like Golden Fields. Like it's been forever. It's not as common as you think.
All right, Lucius and Zaya, you both take 11 points of
What?
damage. I just you saved, so you get half damage, and you dodge out. It takes 11 points of cold damage, but it flies above you about 10 feet.
Oh, that's not so bad.
I can't see that picture.
Does
What is it?
does this count? Does he count as a beast?
He is a
Oh.
yeah. I mean, he's a dragon, so I would assume that's a
That's
divine beast of sorts. It's your turn, Wolverine.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself, which takes an action as I walk towards it with my 40 speed.
Okay.
I can comprehend and verbally communicate with a beast.
A dragon is not a beast.
That's
Yeah.
what I was just asking.
No, it speaks. You know, it speaks like a. It's just like it's an intelligent
So
creature.
it doesn't count as a beast for spells.
No, it counts as a dragon. A dragon is its own type
Okay.
of monster.
Well, that's why I was asking before I cast. All right. So,
Yeah, I know. Mike said,
Wolverbane doesn't
Yes,
know that, and
but
he
it's
casts
not.
Speak with Animals anyway. And he tries to speak with this thing,
All right, he
and
comes
saying-
to speak.
and I'm trying to use my animal handling. I have animal handling proficiency. Hey, little buddy, how about you come with us, and we'll feed you lots of delicious meat.
It doesn't understand the language you speak to it. It can't comprehend common, and so it just doesn't understand what you're saying to it. Cortionn.
I'm gonna do mass healing word. Just get everybody topped up a little bit.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do that here. So this will work on.
I'll get closer if I need to.
Rhogadar has been untouched. He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, I think it only gets. Oh no, it's up to 6 people. So you guys get 6 healing HP back.
Not too
Sweet.
bad.
But it goes to 11.
It goes to 11. Sorry.
Nothing.
Oh.
At which point, Rhogadar, you watching this normally flying around, blasting your companions.
I'll sort of just move back 5, 10, 30.
Sorry, unless there's something else you want to do, Cortionn.
No. I think I'm far enough away that I'm not gonna get blasted by cold.
Okay. That's it.
And I'll throw up a 2nd level magic missile at it.
All right. As Rhogadar runs back, he shoots a magic missile, fly from his body and just soar right at the beast.
16 points of damage.
Enough. It pierces through the wings of this beast, and causes it to fly to the grounds, fall to the grounds, where it lands and breaks its neck, and then dies before you guys. All right. Dead.
Guys, we could have used a pet dragon.
We
Really,
tried.
a pet dragon that you can't communicate with.
I was doing fine. You guys were just distracting me. Wasn't even listening to me.
At which point you hear kind of these large crunching footsteps coming down from the hallway. that
I
you-
turn
From where
and
we
see if
came?
it's Harsnag.
Indeed, it's Harshnag, just caked in snow and ice. But he seems to be in good spirits. He just walks, he struts through with his great axe. He walks towards you guys and says, I see you have made it. I
So
heard the
glad you could
avalanche.
join us.
How did you survive the avalanche? It seemed pretty dangerous.
On a boat.
Not all of us
One of
did.
us didn't.
I look sheepish and try not to make eye contact.
Just kind of, he doesn't even, socially doesn't even understand the context of that action. Just says, well, it's good to see you all in good spirits. Come, the Allfather is ahead.
I turn to Cortionn and I say, now that's more like it. Keep that up and you might make a competent adventurer yet.
I can't even challenge him on that. I feel too weak to even argue with him.
Which reminds me, did you subtract 3 from that guiding bolt roll?
No, I didn't.
It was
I think
pretty high though.
It was pretty high.
I
It
wonder if
probably
it-
still
yeah,
hit
I
it.
wonder if it was high enough.
Alright, so the staircase that you guys approach now is, a lot of this ice has again been removed from the 2 fireballs rather. And you notice that the stone itself, the doors themselves that have been sealed shut for millennia in the ice, have been pretty much destroyed by the fireballs as well. Harshnag waits for you guys to come up this.
Can I do a little guilt?
Sure. You search through the bodies. The barbarians themselves, Uthgard foot soldiers, they don't carry much in terms of anything fancy. But you go towards the one that looks like to be the chieftain. He wears a kind of an important headdress.
That guy.
Again, he's got this black ink painting of a worm that just goes around his face. You find on his person an amulet, a particular looking magical amulet, and you find a sack kind of pinned to his belt that contains 7 gemstones, each worth 100 gold pieces each.
That
What much each?
100.
that necklace he has. Do I recognize it as a totem?
No, it's not quite a totem that you would be familiar with as a barbarian. It's more of just a kind of a magical amulet.
Who's gonna take this thing?
I took it already.
Zaya's picked it off the body.
Zaya,
Amulet of amulet with from what? From who?
From the worm The Grey Worm Chieftain.
Grey Worm?
Yeah.
Like.
Grey and Worm. W-O-R-M.
Yes. Zaya, as a barbarian,
I need a dwarven. Can you take it?
have a look at this.
Later, my friend. I want to take a look at it first. I mean, I guess I can tell. Is it arcanic?
Yeah, there's definitely an Arcana present.
Yeah, I'll give it to you later. Well, I want to see what it does. I want to make sure it's good.
I have a feeling it would benefit someone else like me.
Yeah, it's possible, but I think I want to double check what it does.
You think it could be dangerous?
Yes, I think it might be
Well, you better hold on to it then.
bad. Yeah, I know. So, but trust me, after I take a look at it, I'll tell you if it's dangerous or not.
That would be mighty splendid of you, Zaya.
Don't worry, got you covered, my friend.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Sleep.
Keep going.
Oh,
Alright.
Cortionn,
We just woke up.
fights
Yeah, I
take
wanna-
a lot out of me.
I wanna. Hang on.
Yeah.
Is that your cat? Is that your cat just like knocking things off?
Yeah.
Really?
We'll go with that.
I do have some. I can top you off. I could do a prayer. It takes 10 minutes.
I'm below halfway of feeling good, which rarely happens. Worries me a bit.
Let's top you off. Do you guys mind if we take a break for 10 minutes and then we top everybody up? Do we have that
I'm
time?
okay. I think the more time we spend, Cortionn has to die first.
When do our characters take bathroom breaks?
So I'm gonna cast a prayer of healing, I believe it's called.
Well, if we're relaxing, why don't we just short rest? It's half an hour. I can get my spell slots back.
Ask
I'm
our
okay.
giant friend Harshneg. Harshneg, do you mind if we take a break for? Please.
He just shrugs his shoulders. Says,
You've just come in at the end of a fight, as you might tell from all of the corpses everywhere.
he nods and says, "Take your rests. You are feeble creatures." And he just sits
I didn't
down.
say I needed a rest. I want to keep going.
Okay, then let's keep going.
Tarsek stands up.
I give Rhogadar the dirtiest glare.
So what is it? Shall we go? Or are you resting? You don't seem to need rest, Wolverine.
I would
Oh, this is
prefer
the
to
enemy.
rest, but if we would rather push on, that's fine. I'll survive.
I'll say, hey Horsenag, can you keep like an extra eye on the new guy? He's had a rough time while you were not around.
He looks to the cleric and says, "I will keep an eye on all of you. Are you ready to proceed?"
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Um,
I won't slow you guys down.
All right.
I'm coming with you.
Are you casting that prayer?
Yeah, if you got 10 minutes, baby, I'm gonna cast all sorts of prayers.
I mean, if we're spending 10 minutes, we may as well spend half an hour.
I feel like I haven't did.
Says, "Are you ready to go or not? Shall we?"
Alternatively, I can
Again,
heal-
Wolverine says, "Oh, I don't need a rest. I'm strong."
Then we're going. When Wolverine says that, we're going.
Are you gonna pray for me?
I'll cure his wounds.
Can we just wait the half an hour while debating whether we'll wait the half an hour? Like, Lucius just gonna sit down and relax while everybody goes back and forth?
Harshnag just shakes his head, presses his hands up against the door. The two large doors that depict the deities of the giants fighting dragon. And with a giant heave, he just pushes forward, and you hear like the ice that's into the seams and the hinges just crack all the way up and around, and it shatters down upon you guys, and you cover your heads to protect yourselves. And he slowly inches the doors open, and they just slide open to this massive, large chamber.
I want to do something else.
Okay.
So, looking at the guys that we just killed, because I really did help doing that. Does it look like the footprints I had?
You gauge that these were the individuals.
Okay, good.
You surmise from like the ice on the door that they were trying to pick their way in, cut the ice away to get into this chamber, but they weren't strong enough or didn't have enough time for them to jump. But Harshnag pushes the doors open and steps through into the chamber of Amon. And you guys peer inside of what appears to be a large, glorious place.
Music sounds glorious. Oh wow! Oh my god.
Thick clings to every surface in this 100 chamber. 7 enormous statues dominate the room. The largest of them is an 80-foot tall robed giant, his arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl. He faces a glowing archway in the eastern wall. Kneeling in rows at each side of the statue are 6 statues half its size, each impressive in its own right, and depicting a paragon of a type of giant. Hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the center of. In each of their outstretched arms, 5 of the giants hold weapons, gifts for their Allfather. Only the frost giant is currently unarmed. Looking past the statue in the center, you have a good look at the archway, a large stone archway in the east wall. It's about 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. 6 different runes are carved into it. Each one is inlaid with a mithril, and a glowing mist fills that archway.
Sorry, each what has runes on it?
Each of the runes that are placed around the archway are like engraved with mithril, and a mist fills it. And you notice on the walls around it there are empty, ice-covered sconces made of iron. You appear to be in the chamber of Amon.
I would like to glance over the runes and see if I can ascertain any meaning.
Sure.
I want to look at the room.
Since I have eyes of the rune keeper.
Yep.
The one of the hill giant. I'm just curious. Same as.
Yeah. All right. You head over to the kind of bushes to the east, Zaya, and you look at the engravings, the runes that ordain this archway. You are able to read the runes themselves. You are able to understand what they say anyways. And this is what you see. I'm going to send you this image. You see 6 runes that say Hog, Sky, Ild, Uvar, Stein, and Is. These runes are engraved in mithril. They are placed around.
Music is a bit high.
Harshnag says to you guys.
Can you add that to our journals?
Yeah.
I guess it already does when you.
It should be. Yeah.
Okay.
Harshnag
Cool.
says, "Welcome to the Temple of Amon. I have not been in here before. I have only heard of this location." And he begins.
Are these giant words that have like common meanings, or they're just kind of like syllables or whatever?
They're single words, and just with your powers of a rune reader, rune keeper, whatever. You're able to kind of just discern the common associated word, and you can see that they are associated to the name giant types.
Yeah, I figured. So like hill, sky, frost would be the next one. What's the next one?
Hill, cloud. Ild represents fire giant.
Right.
Uvar being the storm giants. Stein, the stone. Is, the frost.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Groot hug now makes.
I want to take a. I just want to get a closer look at some of the statues, and I'd like to. Can I peep at the biggest one?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You look at that statue again. It's massive. It's cloaked, cowled figure. If you look to the bottom left of the map, you'll see the compass is like what it looks like.
So, at the bottom left. Sorry. Oh yeah.
Sort of what it looks like.
So we don't see a face.
No, as you look upon it, you notice it doesn't have a face. It just kind of kneels there. As you're looking at it, Harshnag just says, "The All-Father is carved without a face. Lest we disgrace him, try to give him an image."
I want to ask about if he's got a connection with Avon. Can you feel anything here?
We would have once, when the Ordering was around. Now there is no Ordering. We have no connection to Aman. He has turned his back on us.
Is this the chamber where giants would communicate with the Allfather, or is there something further up?
From my understanding, it is through there. And he points his arm towards the misty archway. The Oracle resides beyond, from what I hear.
Here?
Yeah.
Before anything, could I ask about the frost giant? The statue of the frost giant didn't have a weapon to offer. Is that what you said?
Correct. They all have outstretched arms. The weapons are placed in kind of their hands, but the frost one does not have his.
Let's take a closer look at that and see. Is there anything interesting about that? Is it this guy here? I'm not sure how to point.
Click it and holds. So you're just not really familiar with the giants, but yeah, kind of just based on what their attire and their looks, that definitely is the frost giants.
I'd ask that Harshnag explain maybe if it's odd that it doesn't have something to offer.
Sure. You guys head over and he says, "These 6 statues represent the children. Come on." As you guys are looking at the frost giant, he says, "This is Thrym, the frost deity. He is usually depicted with a large steel great axe. It is strange that he does not have one." Kind of see like the way his hands are positioned, there would have been one there at some points or another.
Interesting. But
Does
this
that mean
axe
something, though?
this axe is too large even for a giant to wield, is it not? These statues are obviously not to scale.
But like, are the weapons like part of the statues, or are they like movable?
Well, Zaya, you head towards one of to answer Lucia's question. The statues are much bigger than you would have figured that giant could probably hold it, but it's not obviously it could not be something they could probably use.
Yeah. So a giant could have potentially taken it.
Yeah. So Zaya, you begin to look around, and you see that the weapons that these individual giants are holding, they seem to be placed there. Their hands are not gripped around. They look to be. They look like they could probably be removed if.
Oh my gosh, I get it.
Do these Harshnag, do these weapons have any sort of significance, symbolic significance? Is there some reason why the set of them was placed here?
Just shakes his head, kind of thinks about it for a second, says, "These are the weapons they are depicted with. The ones they fight with. I'm not sure if they serve any particular purpose."
This cannot be mere coincidence. Somebody took that weapon for a reason.
The weapons in all the other giants' hands, all same type of weapon, or are they unique?
Well, you look at the hill giants and you see it's a bone great club that it holds. The stone giant holds a stone boulder. The fire giant an iron great sword. cloud giant, a mithril spear, a storm giant, an adamantian trident. So they all hold a weapon kind of associated to their type.
I turn to the group. I say, well, I suppose we have a couple of options here. We can either explore these chambers, or we can head straight for the Oracle and try to contact the Allfather. What say you all?
What was the first option you gave?
There are doors to the north. Those are doors to the north and south,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Said we can explore the chambers to the north and south of here, or we can just go straight for the Oracle and see what we may learn.
I'm curious about the doors.
Yeah, me too.
I would like to see behind at least one if we can get one open.
I turn to Harshnag. I say, could you help us?
Of course. I will break the ice. Open the doors for you.
Clockwise?
If you don't mind, I would like to remain in this chamber to investigate and perhaps try to communicate with my god.
That is fine. We can handle ourselves. And I head towards. I make the executive decision to go for the northwest door.
Northwest? Alright. He follows you and he just presses his hands against the door and cracks the ice. Stand by.
I guess a tiny.
My roll 20 is like really screwing up right now.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. You look inside what appears to be a. Gee, this is a mess. Like my other one's like broken. Seems to enter some sort of just a chamber with a large staircase that leads up left towards a platform, and seems to be a hallway. Harshnag goes back to kind of looking at the deities. Seems to be paying his respects almost. This is the first time he's actually been somewhat in contact with his gods.
I'll walk in.
Yes, let's explore if that's what we're here to do.
All right.
Shall we all just wander around?
We'll stick together, obviously.
I'm gonna look
assume-
to the right here.
There's
Yeah.
probably nothing gonna try to kill us in here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Assume nothing, Cortionn. That is the first rule of adventuring.
The avalanche can't get us in here.
yeah, you get the feeling that touched in a long time. As you come around, let me just Alright.
Our goal is to remove all the black from the map.
Ooh, I see a special object.
Stop.
You see that this kind of area, similar to the other side, it leads to a. You see this? Yeah, you come around the corner. You see this? There's a statue that adorns this end of the hallway. It's a stone giant, a statue of a stone giant, standing in this alcove. It's a life-size statue of a giant, and its arms are lifted up, kind of like just like this, just with its hands and its palms forward. And it just stands there, cold and frozen.
It's life-sized, as in though it looks like a giant. Like
Yeah, it's a stone giant the size of a house. They are they're quite tall for the giants. And then to the north, you see that there's it's basically a hallway. It slopes upwards. The hallway, similar to the entrance you guys have upwards. And on either side, you see these doorways that lead to what appear to be rooms. As you gaze inside, Lucius, in one of these rooms, you see that they are There are rooms that have beds and furs, places where pilgrims and those seeking Amon's advice would rest. Kind of, have a moment.
Cool.
I turn and I say, as I'm continuing down the hallway, I turn and I say, well, I suppose if we need to spend the night here for some reason, at least we can do so with some comfort.
I agree.
And I check the other 2 rooms.
Yeah, you continue down the hallway, and it's much as what you've. Some rooms are better off than others.
Okay.
All the walls are ornated, carved, beautiful depictions of Amon.
Is there? I don't see any like foot lockers or anything.
No, it's
Okay. Then I would just continue on all the way. We can kind of fast track this.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. In this one particular room, though, you do see a crack in the wall that leads to some sort of tunnel that just juts off to the side.
That catches my interest for sure.
And so you continue forward, I suppose.
Yeah. Are people following?
Who's following Lucius? I want to know.
Me.
Yeah, I see Cordy on there, but I wasn't sure.
Rhogadar, are you in there as well?
Yeah, my roll 20 is just acting up, so
Okay.
I'm just following.
well? Yeah.
Since people suggest we stay as a group, I guess I stay with the group.
All right. So Lucius, you continue forward.
I kind of, as we kind of walk past that room, I point in. I say, "That's interesting. We'll have to investigate that."
All right.
How big is that chamber?
That looks like a small folk tunnel.
Yeah.
No giant would be able to squeeze through that.
All right, and you continue forward, heading upward. Lucius with Zaya near. All right, stop right about there. Stop.
Okay, sorry.
As you approach what appears to head upward. As soon as you step into this area, Lucius, you hear this grinding sound of the stonework around you just kick up around you. All the entranceways, all the doorways that you have just shoot up and block. Stonework just blocks the passageways. And coming down to the north, forming out of the wall, shaping out of the wall, is a large stone boulder that lands on the platform. And
Well, so then I should be able to just step to the side.
yeah, it fills the whole hallway. Like we're
Is it
talking.
like a circle?
I step to the side and duck to the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, okay, I know you're not going to let me do this, but in real life, if it's a giant boulder, then there would be a huge gap in that one corner that I can
We'll say
squeeze
it's a giant square block that forms out of the hallway, and just lands there and begins to slide down the slippery kind of platform that the walkway you guys are walking.
Oh, it's a block. Okay. How tall is the ceiling?
Can I just move into the room beside me?
Is there space?
Doors are closed.
Is there space above the cube and the ceiling, basically?
There would be, yes.
Okay, I misty step on top of the cube.
All right. Well, we're gonna end there because.
All right.
Cardio,
I just
try again.
I followed Lucius into a trap and then
It disappears.
Well, at least one of us prepared for things like this.
I'm fine.
I need another scroll. Give me all the scrolls.
Yeah.
Listen, I saved your life once. You already owe me one. I don't owe you any more. From here on, like, you take care of yourself.
Oh
right.
man, I there. What is gonna happen when he hits the star shaped thing at the end?
That was a good session. Oh yeah, that's why the giant has his hands out. For sure. To stop the rock. Awesome. That was a really fun session.
Oh, it's crazy.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Or DM, sorry. I know, what have I done? Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So are you guys still gonna play next week?
Possibly. Maybe Yachting Port.
Okay, so next week's a little bit up in the air for those of you who are regular viewers. We'll probably try to at least have a one-shot going or something like that. I will not be available, so we may not do Storm King Thunder, may take a break, or may continue. We'll see.
We'll see.
But we hope that you'll come back anyways and watch us and that you enjoy it. If you haven't followed yet, please do. Help us reach that follower goal at the top of the screen. And we'll see you next week for another episode of the Gilded Dice.
Good night.
See you guys.